order to exonerate. Oh, that was my beef, biff, my beef biff. We're doing a lot of dials and switches over here. Okay. You shush it. All right, you guys ready for this? Order to exonerate your own client. Man, these pussies causing so much trouble. Beef has entered the chat, and he goes straight for the low-hanging fruit. I'm glad you ordered to exonerate. There he is. How do, ladies and jerks. Oh, God, I don't have the graphic up. I don't have the music going. Oh, we're already off to a bad start. Okay, here we go. Throw that up. Throw this back in. Beef's there. We got Beef. All right, hold on. I haven't introduced you yet, Beef. Shut your face. Don't. Shut up and talk. How do, ladies and jerks. It is I, your boy, 6 2/3. We're back here again with another BroDown. This is a birthday bodacious bash for Beeferificus, and I am joined here today with my co-host, Judgmental Beef. Here he is, the one and the only, the producer, the man, the myth, the legend. Beef, what do you got to say to the people?
Hello, Judgmental Beef here, and normally I have a really hard time getting excited for these things, but not today. It's my birthday, gang! I cannot believe that I've made it another way around the sun, and I am super excited to see all of the amazing stuff that you guys have put together for me. Just incredible. It's gonna be great. I got props. I got buttons.
Oh, wow, look at him.
I mean... damn it, I can't work a button. Fuck me. Son of a bitch. I got a fat finger, this thing. Why do they make these things for small people? I don't understand it. So, yeah, we're going to be great today. I can't wait to see all the amazing stuff that Six has made for me. I can't wait to see everything that y'all have brought together. It's going to be a fantastic job. Bring on the roast. Let's kick it up, baby.
Oh, your microphone completely cut it out? Yeah, off to a great start. That's right, guys. Today is Beef's birthday stream. We're doing a birthday stream for Beef. We're going to celebrate all things Beef today. And by celebrate, I mean that I did not do a goddamn thing because I literally stayed up too late last night doing teenager designer warehouse drugs. So...
Wait, no. I put in effort and money for your birthday.
Yeah.
I worked for 12 hours editing shit for you and spent $200 getting Hacksaw Jim Duggan to lie to a camera.
That's true. You did. Like, and it's funny that you mentioned Hacksaw Jim Duggan. More about that later. I got something to say about that. We got something to say about that. But like, right off the bat, before we go anywhere, Beef, can you explain what this is? Can you tell me what's going on in this picture? I know there's a little bit of a lag here, but...
Yeah, I can definitely explain what's going on there. You son of a bitch, sent us a Snorlax beanbag, or a memory foam beanbag for the children's for Christmas. And it came in a 30-pound box of foam. That they wrote the instructions for as if it were already inside the Snorlax.
Yep.
However, it was ordered as a replacement foam. So, the instructions were wrong. And what I thought I was ripping into, because it said, you can rip the inside packaging. It will expand as needed. Which only applies if it's inside the fucking skin.
Yeah.
So I rip open this bag, and all of a sudden, all of this loose, expanding memory foam is all over my goddamn living room.
Yeah, all over. Oh, this is just one photo. Beef sent 3 others. If you go to the Discord, by the way, if you guys, if you know where the cool kids hang, if you go to the Discord, he put it in the cringe thread. He put some pictures in the cringe thread, and oh my god, I did not anticipate this to be this kind of gift, but I'm so happy that it was.
So, we spent 2 hours hand stuffing foam into this memory foam beanbag chair for my children, and then spent more time sweeping the carpeted living room and brushing off all of the chairs and the rugs and the sofas and the dogs.
The dogs?
Right.
The dogs had stuffing on them.
Mom Bison didn't want to use the vacuum cleaner to get it up because she was afraid it would clog it, and it probably would.
Oh yeah.
I had the genius idea of taking whatever is covered in the memory foam and running it through the dryer on just the air dry, and throwing some the dryer balls in there, and it would knock off some of the lint, and it filled up my lint trap 3 times.
Cool. You never like it whether you got a full lint trap, you know? Like,
here is my slipper, by the way. Still covered in foam. Do you see all of those? That is all foam particles.
Real quick, Beef, can you bring your mic a little bit closer to your face?
Okay, sure. Yeah. I moved it away because I didn't know how it would react to the party horn, and it was badly.
Yeah, it was badly. It just cut it out, but your voice is fine. Like, that is hilarious that your house is still tainted by the corruption of the fucking memory foam.
Yeah, so for as much as Six bitched about having to spend a half hour opening a gift on the last show.
Oh, I did.
He won this round. There is no doubt about that. Mom Bison has threatened to stab you.
That's okay.
So if you ever meet her, she will Italian stab you with a steak knife.
That's fine. I'm sure I'll say something blasphemous in her presence, and that'll bring
never interact again. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. It's like I'm really, she's just playing into what I want.
Mrs. Beef, who is a very nice, genteel person, doesn't swear at anything and doesn't hate anyone, said, "Tell your brother to go fuck himself."
Yes. The corruption continues. We love it. The infection spreads. Hold on, Beef. Let's say hello to our chat. You got people who showed up just for you this morning.
Hey, all right.
Carrison,
I cannot wait to see what you guys made me. I'm looking forward to my 45-minute video of love letters and cameos. Just if you all want to get in on the roast, I'm sure that's coming any second now.
Exactly. I have prepared nothing for Beef's show, and we will continue to act like we prepared nothing. So we're checking in on chat. We got Carrison. She heard me biffing, making mistakes during the pre-show. How dare you? I've literally got nothing in this brain right now. Not a single brain in this man's head. We got Freddie Dango doing the Yorkshire. There he is. How you doing, Freddie? Already plopping the peppercorns into his fanny. Means something totally different over there in the UK.
Totally different.
But it works. It still works for Freddie. Like Vicer, he's already here. The boy, he woke up early. Just him and York. York's here too. York's just lurking. They woke up early just to be here for you.
I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you don't know. Apparently, Drewby and I both went to redeem Pentiment at the exact same second.
Oh, you guys are both fucks. Absolute fucks. I was hoping we could get through this without having to fucking do Pentiment, but...
No, seeing as how you didn't plan anything for my birthday at all.
Nope. Nothing.
I mean, I expected you guys to pick up the slack and show me some love and loyalty. But, I mean, apparently that doesn't exist on the interwebs.
No, no. You are a faceless entity unknown to everyone except for your own family. And even then, you know, like, they're getting older. They don't need you.
I was faceless until you made me buy a fucking camera.
That's true. That's true. Beef was just the voice of God on the stream, as you guys heard in the beginning clip where I showed one of Beef's first entrances into my chat, where he goes for the low-hanging fruit immediately.
I've never stopped since.
Never stopped. Never stopped.
If nothing else, I am terribly consistent and consistently terrible.
Oh, assuredly. Zero doubt on that one. Carrison said, hey, great job getting older, Beef. There it is.
Yay.
Yay.
Speaking of consistently terrible, hey, Six, when you're done talking about how chat sends me sympathy messages, check your Discord.
All right, I'll check my Discord. Hold on one second. Drewby, we got Drewby in the chat. He just flipped his laundry. We got him for 40-ish minutes. Hell yeah, we got Drewby for 40 minutes. Fantastic.
I want to say I do appreciate Drewby coming. He doesn't normally drop by the show, but he did for the birthday, so thank you very much. Wall 6 is retrieving this. Believe it or not, I kind of expected that Six wouldn't put an ounce of effort into this, because I am way used to putting a lot more effort into this relationship than he does.
No, that's an inside joke on this side of the screen. I can't wait to fucking talk about that one.
So I may have had a graphic ready to go to represent my birthday.
There it is. The man came prepared for his own birthday. Drewby is asking you, Beef, have you lost some weight?
I have, occasionally here and there. I think it's mostly from this side of my face, though.
Yeah, that's fine. You did have, it was scary. What was it, like last year? I think it was last year you had like Bell's palsy.
That was 2 years ago. I did
ago.
have Bell's palsy, and it was good because I thought it was a stroke.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you're in the middle of dinner at night that your wife has made for you, and all of a sudden half of your face stops moving, and your food starts dribbling down your mouth because your lips don't work, it's like, oh, this is a little scary.
I thought that was just a normal Wednesday evening, though. Like, you know.
No, that's after my third batch of oatmeal toast.
The oatmeal
and
toast.
my insulin is up through the roof, and the diabetes is taken over. That's normally when that occurs.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, by the way, I just want to point that out. I like how you were like, oh, thanks for being here, Drewby, and then you immediately backhand complimented him by saying, I know you're not usually here, but...
I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Hey, look at that. Somebody gifted a sub for you. Thank you, Vicer. Thank you so much, buddy. You are saved from the curse of the beef days.
No, what he did here, Vicer gifted you a sub to the channel.
I saw. And that's fantastic. It means I get to have 3 weeks or one show worth of no ads.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. That's right, Vicer. Hey, man, happy birthday. You get no more ads. Thank you, Vicer. I am no pressure, but all monies that are received for the stream go directly to Beef today. So you guys want to load him up? He's a married man with children. He needs the fucking money, by all means.
I reject your pity. If you have not done anything to this point and you don't care before now, then I don't accept it. And I hope that all of your birthdays are just as good as my birthdays.
No, I'm sorry. Vicer redeemed the game over machine. Vicer was serenely lulled into the great beyond, bombarded by an endless litany of comforting memories. Oh, congratulations, Vicer. You got like the one good death that's in the game over machine.
I mean, it makes sense. Vicer has avoided the curse of the beef days that I've just laid upon you.
Yeah.
A fie upon all of your name days, and you will literally come to rue the day you exited your mother's womb.
No, exactly. Like, guys, can you hear Beef okay? He seems kind of low in my headphones, but that could just be my headphones. I don't actually know for sure. I just want to check in with you guys. While I continue, we're going to continue to catch up in chat, and then we'll go on to our next thing. Like, the Vicer, Carrison didn't tell me to make anything, so I didn't.
I mean, that makes sense. That does explain why Six hasn't been streaming lately.
Yeah.
Carrison hasn't told him to.
Yeah, exactly. No, for sure. Like, hey, what's going on, Ignacio? How you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Glad you could come out and say hello and happy birthday to Beef. Love to see you here,
Ignacio,
brother.
thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. You came just in time to find out all the horrible things that happened on my birthday, and now you get to be depressed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like the rest of us. Beef, bring your microphone in closer. Even closer.
I can also turn it up a little bit.
Very, very slightly turn it up, because I don't trust your microphone settings. I just want it to be closer to your face.
Well, I mean, I've got a knob right here that I can turn up and down. I'm good at turning knobs.
You're good at turning knobs. From one knob to another. Like,
fucking giant knob over there.
Vicer also said, he said he didn't have your Steam account, so he couldn't send you any gifts. So, you don't even use Steam, do you?
I do.
You do?
I'm actually playing Marvel Rivals right now. Which I wanted to have you play with me as part of my birthday.
No.
But you refuse.
Yeah, I refuse. Absolutely refuse.
What
no
is
way.
my Steam account? Is it just Judgmental Beef?
I think it is. I think it is Judgmental
Yeah, I think
Beef.
it is.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
Frankie's
it's just
here.
Judgmental Beef.
Frankie's
Hey,
here.
Frankie!
Frankie came to say hello and happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Frankie, for coming by. Are you gonna fire me from Super RPG Friends again?
Yeah, exactly. Again. Like,
Again.
Without a doubt. Like, I bet. Yeah, Vicer said, I bet it's Judgmental Beef on there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you have a unique enough name, you just leave it there and you always use it. And you don't change a thing.
No, never change a thing. Harrison's learning that very quickly when it comes to the streaming game. If it works, do not fuck with it.
Yeah, don't touch it.
No.
That's why next week we're talking about Jim Cornette again, and then 2 weeks later, Christmas.
2 weeks later, Christmas. Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks before we get back, circle back around to Christmas. Like, Beef. I just wanna ask you a question real quick.
Yeah. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Exhibit A. This is what I like to call Exhibit A, which would be gaming nerd. Beef, do you have anything you want to say to this? Do you have anything to answer for yourself?
I don't even remember this furniture.
Look at this fucking PC rig. Do you see this?
I mean, I guarantee you that computer sweated itself to death in 10 minutes of trying to play Doom on an aquarium set with a desktop on top of a fucking quilt.
Yeah, I know. Chat. Rank our PC setup we got going on here.
Yeah, there's not even any LEDs in there.
No. Oh my God. What I was gonna say, Beef, can you see what you're playing right now?
That is Doom.
That is Doom.
That is Doom, 100%.
You know.
And also, I like how Dad was kind enough to put all of my Crayola markers right next to the monitor.
Yeah, no, for sure. I saw this picture last night in the middle of
Where the hell did you get that?
I in the middle of my LSD stupor, I was physically scanning pictures into my printer, which I then had to put onto a USB drive because my printer does not talk to my computer. Had to put it into a USB drive and then put it on my computer, and they came in as PDF files. So then I had to screen cap the PDF file and then alt crop it and then change it and then put it into here.
So this is my dad's house. This is Pool Alpha's house.
Mm-hmm.
From a long time ago. I don't know if you catch the matching quilt on the other side of the room behind me, but that was Six's bed. I am maybe a ripe old 11 there.
I think you're younger than 11 on this one.
And Dad definitely didn't buy us a desk. So that's why the computer is on the bed.
Yeah.
The really sad part is he couldn't afford pillows either, so I just slept on the printer.
Yeah, this setup is fucking weird. I was gonna say, where did you sleep? Like, were you sleeping with the computer?
No, I immediately got a computer, learned about Doom, and no-lifed it for 5 months after until Dad took it away.
What I really love about this picture is the random assembly of weird shit that's all around everything. If you look over here at the nightstand, first of all, we have the prerequisite Dr. Thunder, which I guarantee you that's been sitting there for 3 days and someone was still drinking out of it. So,
you know what, Dr. Thunder, when you need a Temu version 69-cent Dr. Pepper, that's the best choice.
Yeah. And then there is random thermometer. There's a thermometer just hanging out right over there, which...
Okay, so that is because I was always sick because I drank a lot of Dr. Thunder.
Yeah. This is before we knew that Beef was born with diabetes. He just Dr. Thundered his way through everything. Like...
No, I wasn't born with diabetes. I think I spawned a new version of diabetes. What is it? It's type 3 diabetic.
Type 3. Oh, that's funny. Me and Harrison were actually just talking about type 3 diabetes. Like we were gonna make a joke about it for the stream, but I couldn't figure out a way to make it work. So.
No, I've been making that joke for years, so you probably heard me say it at some point.
Then over here in the back, there is this loose bottle that has unidentified pink tablets in it.
No. I know exactly what those are. 6 was 9 at this point and already a pill addict.
Oh, yeah, big time. Horrible.
That is his stash.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Except his stash at the time were all Flintstones chewables he got off the other kids at the playground.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, for whatever reason, I have an unmarked bottle of Roxy Set hanging out here over on the nightstand. By the way, look at this lamp. What is...
I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Oh, thank you, Erica. We appreciate you here, Erica. Thank you for subbing again at tier 1. You've subscribed for 23 months in a row. You fucking sucker.
Sucker. Erica, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm going to call this a birthday subscription. You did it just for me. And you are now spared from the curse of the rotten beef days. Correct.
By the way, we are celebrating Beef's birthday. All proceeds, any money that's given to me, to this account, I will turn around and give to Beef. So whatever you guys want to bestow upon Beef, he will receive later.
Right, yes. He will send it to me, of course, after the customary tax tag title license shipping.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will receive 83 cents out of every $6 you donate.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's fair. It's much more fair than what Twitch gives us. So, and for those who don't know who Beef is, I threw a command into the chat. That's what Beef is. That's who Beef is. I need to just check up on chat real quick before we go forward. Vicer, good old RuneScape computer right there. Left-handed mouse. Yeah, I know. That was the weird thing about that picture. But as you can tell, this is why this is Exhibit A, because Beef is a gaming nerd. Look at him. He's not even using the mouse. He's all keyboard.
Nope. Just all arrow keys and shift. I hadn't even graduated WASD yet.
Nope. Like, fantastic. Like.
By the way, Vicer has redeemed. He wants you to say something nice about Beef.
All right. Well, I'll get there in just 1 second. Let me catch up. We're still catching up. Ignacio, the Windows 95 special. You are correct, sir. Absolutely. It was actually Windows 95. So.
I would like to point out that 6 is so generous of his time in his stream that he's completely cropped off the far right side of all the graphics that he's showing of me.
Not all of them, just some of them.
No, literally all of them have the entire right side cropped off the end there on your slideshow.
Well, we got rid of the bottom Chiron, so I had more space, so I got a little greedy. I got a little crazy with it. So it's hard because they're not all the same, resolution and size. So.
No, they're not because, again... Terribly consistently terrible.
Yeah, like Vicer, is that an ancient Dr. Thunder? It is, brother. It was like
the absolute cheapest of quality Sam's Club sodas.
Oh man, Lord, Frank, we do drugs in such different ways. 6, Jesus fucking Christ. That quote, I was on acid scanning pictures. I was like right at
acid scanning pictures.
Right at the end of the scriptures, right after I ate my own weight in Ben and Jerry's ice cream while watching the Great British Bake Off with Harrison, I was like, oh shit, I gotta do something real quick. And so I went in here, literally could not see my screen. Everything was fuzzy, and I was like, oh, well, hold on, I have to add some manually analog scan in some pictures of Beef for his birthday celebration.
I can't add quotes to this fucking thing.
Because you didn't do exclamation mark. You just did I add quote because you're a fucking dingus.
Well, my mouse is on the wrong side now. So.
Yeah, it's not on the left side. We see you, Vicer. We got you in there. Let me add you to the OTL. Hold on 1 second. We'll do an OTL any game. Vicer redeemed an OTL any game. What is it? Phantom Dust? I have no idea what that is, brother. Zero idea what that is. We'll put you in there, though, Vicer. You're in there, brother. Bada bing. We'll get to the any games at some fucking time. Oh, we're so behind on the any OTL games.
I mean, you're behind on all the OTLs. You've even stopped doing long form OTLs.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because we do, not this upcoming week, but the week following, we are doing a deep dive OTL where I have literally the most notes that I have ever done on any game on OTL ever. I have 10 handwritten pages of fucking notes on one game in particular that we're going to do a deep dive for OTL.
Which game is that going to be?
I haven't revealed it yet. It is done. It's in the can. I haven't revealed it yet. You guys will just have to tune in and see which game that I'm going super deep on.
Yeah, you act like I didn't know, so it's like, oh, I know he's working on a long form at some point, so I'll just go ahead and pimp that idea.
Yeah, exactly. But we're not ready for it, so it's like,
well, it's long form, so I mean, which I still think needs to be called long division.
Long division. It just may be like that's pretty good. Like I was thinking about do the math, no different than back when we used to role play on a wrestling forum, and I would end all my articles with do the math. Which is just something I stole from a fucking Atari Jaguar advertisement promo. Do the math.
That is sad to think about, that you've had your internet nom de plume since you were 13 on wrestling forums.
Yep. I was gonna say I've been 6 2/3 for quite some time, which is doubly hilarious because anybody who knows me in real life knows that me doing any sort of fucking math is not, that's the joke. Like literally the joke.
We've seen you attempt puzzles. We understand.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, it is.
It's pretty bad. Say something nice about Beef. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn it around. Beef, today is your day. Say something nice about yourself. Yeah, you like that? You like that? You like how I put you on the spot on your own fucking day? Suck on that.
Something nice about my kids seem to like me.
Oh, yeah? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
They seem to. That's the best they seem to like me.
I mean,
I can sometimes make 6 cackle laugh with dumbass Photoshop graphics.
That's correct. You can. Like well, I mean, if I had to say something nice, it would be over the fact that Beef, if anything, Beef is determined to stink it up every single time he's on the show, and not only has he stunk it up literally for about a year and a half now, but if you guys look, I mean, you guys can tell just in his graphics here that you're seeing a lot of Photoshop masterpieces when he first started, and then he got consistently better since then, and you'll be able to tell. And like the fact that Beef continued with the bit and even got better at the bit, I was like, that's remarkable. That shows you the dedication that Beef has to sitting here and making dumb dad jokes to you guys every Sunday morning.
I mean, if you're not bitten, you're not living.
Exactly.
But also, speaking of getting better at Photoshop, hey, Six, go check your Discord.
I will, just a second. I am the master of this ship today, not you. I have fooled you into a sense of thinking that I did not plan or prepare anything. You have been lied to. I will be controlling and navigating the ship all day today. Like you don't have to worry about shit. You just gotta sit back and tell your dumb jokes. I even have a peppercorn casino ready. So fuck yours. We're not doing yours. We're doing mine.
We're doing both.
We're not. We're not.
Mine needs to be done today.
No. Like, no. You get no casino. It's only me. Even on your show, it's all about me.
I noticed.
Well, guys, hold on. Before we go to the Discord, we got to make a little stop here. Hold on. Let me do this and turn.
I thought that a birthday hat would keep in so much fucking heat.
No,
my goddamn ears are sweating.
No, well, that's because you got. I don't think it comes from the birthday hat. I think it comes from the headphones that are covering up your ears.
I have worn cans literally every day of my working life for 20 years.
I have worn cans.
That's official radio term, cans. That's
cans. Cans. That's hilarious. Real quick, guys, before we go further, we have to take a quick interlude here. I have to belch into the mic.
Yay!
We're going to do a quick side of beef. All right, you guys pay attention. We got this right here. Like anytime in my life where I haven't had a creative project, I get very depressed. I get very miserable. I'm a son of a bitch to be around when it happens. And so, like,
time out. Only when you don't have a creative project. You were fucking miserable this morning. It's like, why is Firefox not working? Where's the volume? What the fuck?
That's just everyday misery, though. That's like,
I mean, that's
Beef sees the real me because, like, I've known Beef the longest. I don't have to fucking put on airs for Beef. I let Beef see all the ugliness that I am as a human being because I don't give a fuck. What is Beef gonna do? Disown me? Okay.
I mean, Six and I weren't friends until like 15 years ago.
Yeah, we
we tolerated each other.
Yeah, we grew up hating each other. We were not good brothers. All right, there we go. We just had a little side of Beef there, just to give you guys a little nugget. Bada bing, we're back, Beef. You can talk.
Oh, that's nice. It's good to see that even the segments about me are about you.
Yeah, of course. You know, we gotta keep consistent here. Terribly consistent, consistently terrible.
Yes, I agree. Also, that's going to be our second T-shirt when we release merch for TBD.
That's right. All right, hold on, guys. We got Beef's been busy. He got me. He got me. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. All right, guys. We got another Beef's little creation here. Beef made himself a graphic. He has produced. The producer has produced.
I have produced.
Oh, Lord. That's fucking hilarious.
An accurate graphical representation of what my birthday is and what I fully expected mine to be today. And the proof that Sixth hath surpriseth me is the fact that I did not make a good birthday graphic. I only made the bad one.
I don't know. I think this is pretty good. Like I'm gonna kick it to you and let you explain what we see in this graphic. All right, there it is. Bring it on over here. Man. This is fucking hilarious, though.
So y'all remember when I made Six a birthday photo and how pleasant and happy it was, and all of his friends were there, and me, and Joey, and there was a cake, and everybody's celebrating.
Wait, all of his friends were there, and Beef, and Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carry on.
So I wanted to make a great graphical representation of what my birthday normally is. So there is me on Happy Birthday. I was trying to find a Happy Birthday banner that was falling apart and decrepit, and I couldn't find one. But then I saw one on Google that just said Happy Birthday to me. And it's like me throwing my own party is basically the BroDown every Sunday, and what could be sadder than that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I would like to say Erica trying out their new jacket and cigarettes in the background behind me was nice. Thank you for coming, Erica.
Wait, Erica trying out the new the clown Juggalo and Erica the Juggalo?
Yeah, that was the replacement representation there. Well, what else do you see in the photo you want to draw attention to?
Oh, my favorite part right off the bat, which made me start laughing directly.
I know what it is.
No, it's the Rat King hanging out right behind. For those who are uninitiated, Beef has a garage filled with his mother-in-law's garbage, absolute garbage, from floor to ceiling, just stacked with garbage. And amidst all the garbage living in there, there is a Rat King who has been living in Beef's garage rent-free for 2 years.
Yep, so as I'm building this basement scene of my birthday party, I decided to put in a rat, and if I'm going to put in a rat, it's going to be an ROUS, the rodents of unusual size. And the ROUS was like, wait a minute, if there's a rat in there, it needs to be the Rat King, so I went and found him a tiny crown to put on him.
It's tremendous.
Oh, by the way, right above the Rat King, some of Mom Bison's garbage.
Actual picture. Yeah, some of the garbage hanging out there. Like,
Mrs. Beef thought I should add in the It balloon, which I thought was a good choice.
There it is.
Of course, what other birthday game are you going to play at a terrible, rotten Beefday party? Pin the tail on the donkey with a vaguely chode-looking pin.
Vaguely chode-looking pin.
Right. In the rocking chair, that might be Mal Mal. More on that later.
Oh, Lord. Vicer, by the way, he cut in and said he's a big fan of the meatloaf cake. That does seem appropriate for you.
Well, I mean, my thought process of building this whole thing was if you're having a birthday, you need a cake. So I typed into Google prompts like saddest cake, ugliest cake, and then I thought, what's the saddest cake there is? Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
So I went with that. Meatloaf is the saddest cake.
Close second is fruitcake.
Yes. Oh, no. It is 1B. There is meatloaf, and then it's like right there is fruitcake. But I thought meatloaf was a better representation.
I would definitely prefer a meatloaf birthday cake over a fruitcake birthday cake.
And then what else do you see there beside the smoking clown there?
Why do you have a spider up on the wall? I don't understand that part. That one is lost to me.
It's a Tennessee basement. You can't have a basement without a spider.
That's true. Yeah, there are a lot of fucking spiders in Tennessee basements.
And then the random red eyes that I added to the ceiling there that I thought were very subtle and work out nicely.
Very subtle, yeah. Floating ass red ass eyes.
Because if anything that you've learned about Beefy in the year and a half I've been doing this bullshit, is I'm subtle.
Yeah, super subtle. Absolutely subtle. Hey, what's going on, Wreckage? Ain't no party like a bughead party. How you been doing, Wreck? We're doing Beef's birthday over here.
And by the way, right there on the TV, they're joining us for the show is Vicer. No,
look at that. Got pinned. Vicer said York is up there. Like,
hey, the wrestle signal has apparently gone out, and York is going to be dropping by here soon.
Well, that's the Mothman, the Mothman, the red eyes of the Mothman. You don't know this, Beef, because you don't actually watch streams or hang out with any of your chatters. But like in VR chat, in virtual reality chat, York is a giant moth. Like he's an actual Mothman, and he's got red eyes, so it does look exactly like York.
And that makes sense for why York is partnered with Vicer, because moths are attracted to light. And there is nobody that exudes light more than Vicer.
That's right. That's right. He's a really good, humble, salt of the earth Christian, you know?
Right, absolutely. Just so much wholesomeness coming from Vicer all the time.
Yeah.
I fully agree.
Exactly. He's my favorite Christian. Out of all the Christians I know, he is indeed one of them.
Besides Christian Bale.
Yeah, besides Christian Bale.
Top tier favorite Christian, 100%.
Oh, man.
I also wanted to point out that I'm not afraid of my age. I've lived through 41 of these motherfuckers. I'm going to be proud of every single one of these damn birthdays I survived.
Yeah, Beef is 41 years old today. Like, by the way, guys, he's 41 years old. That means his dick has not been working for 4 years.
No, it works, just not the way I want it to.
I also am a big fan of like how, first of all, it's good photoshopping. You did good photoshopping with photoshopping your face in the cradle of that hand. Like,
yes.
I think that was really good. Like, I thought that was exceptional.
The first thing Mrs. Beef said when she saw the photo, your arms don't match your face complexion.
Yeah. Well, I was just like, man, that's really, you synced it in there, and also a really good expression for you being 41 and looking at a meatloaf cake.
It was literally the expression from when I did your birthday cameo, because I went back and looked at your birthday video. It's the expression that I did when I went, I'm sad. And so it's like, oh, that's what I thought of.
There he is, York, 41. I was a few years off in my guess. There he is. There's your tag team partner, Deadly York. We love fucking Deadly York here, and there's good reason why we love Deadly York. We will get to that in just 1 second. Hold on, I got to do this real quick, and then.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. I almost put in, because I resaw it after what, because of course if I watch your birthday stream, I'm gonna go through and look at all of my parts of it and ignore everything else. So watching Six cackle at the Hacksaw Jim Duggan cameo, and then Hacksaw with his silly face that Six paused it on that makes him look drunk as fuck. I pulled that face and that expression from that. I almost put it in this photo, but it's like, no, that's too happy.
Well, now, to be honest with you, I was going to wait a little while, but since we're talking about it, since we're talking about York, York has been very generous and very sweet, and York did make you something. And so we're gonna get rid of your Beef's been busy. Tremendous work. We got to keep it going though. Keep it going. Like, you did really good work.
No,
that's gonna go into.
It's my birthday. We're talking about this for the next hour and 20 minutes.
No, we're getting rid of it.
Buckle up, fuckers.
Removing it. We're removing it right now. We removed it. We gotta show. We gotta show everybody what York worked on just for Beef. Beef, this is all for you. He did this for you. I was really touched, and it's super sweet what York did, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. Now that I built it up, come over here to this. All right, hold on one second, guys. We're doing some dials and some switches over here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna bring this over here. All right, you guys can do this.
So you guys know, just before he plays this, and I turn the volume back up on the stream, if any of these fail, I'm banning you.
Yeah, that's fine. Beef will ban you. He'll steal your nugs first and then ban you on the way out. And then pat your ass on the way out and sexually harass you. So, all right, you guys ready? Okay, we're gonna do this. This is coming from Deadly York. By the way, while I'm doing this, could one of my 17 modders, can we give Deadly York a shout out? He deserves it for this work. The fantastic. He's one of the best friends of the stream. So, all right, we're gonna do it. Enough talk. We're doing it. Okay, here we go.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Y'all might need to clean up in there. Bathroom, Taco Bell spraying everywhere. It was awful.
Power to beef oil. Well, I clean the power to beef oil. I clean the best beef oil in the country right here.
Oh my god! It's so good! It's so good!
So good!
Oh. I just want to point out something real quick. We paused it. It's paused. Everybody can see it. The attention to detail that York put into this, because not only do we have Hacksaw Jim Duggan's janitor arc, which co-aligns with Beef talking about blowing out a fucking work toilet, but York put in all of these screens all of our promos, all of the promos that Beef has made for the show. That's super
wonderful.
Super attentive. He's even got Jim Cornette, our wrestling retrospectives that we've done. We got Jim Cornette here, we got New Jack here, we got Keiji Muto, and we got Yakazuma the Menace just absolutely destroying a jobber. Like, fantastic work, York.
I would like to say that York has even got my subtle up and down bouncing in my chair because I can't sit fucking still because of the diabetes probably.
Yes, oh yeah.
But I also love York's use of what I'm sure looks like Taz's body to put my head on top of. Just perfect.
You did tremendous work, York. Really, really impressed by it, brother. He's super good.
There is no part of that I didn't like. York, you are now officially saved from the curse of the rotten beef days.
That's right. This man is not getting any sort of fetid sirloin, not on his plate.
No, we will get to it. I have had some shitty birthdays, although that may be the best gift I've received in the last 20 years.
Yes, precisely. Great work, York. We love you here, brother. Keep coming back, by all means.
Always welcome here, even if it's just to try to get your own nugs back at some point.
He might have a chance today. By the way, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to present Exhibit B.
Excuse me, Exhibit Beef?
Exactly, yeah, Exhibit Beef. Exhibit Beef, entitled The Nerd. Beef, do you have anything you want to say about this?
Well, let me catch up on stream. Oh, look at that. Oh. Of course, you turning away from the camera as hard as you can.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Me being the ham in a tie-dye shirt. I don't remember this furniture. I'm pretty sure this was still Dad's house.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Dad's house. Six, obviously having a poster over his bed of Freedom Hall. He was always striving to be released immediately from the womb.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was not. No, I wanted to stay in there. I was upset. I didn't ask to be born.
By the way, that was at one point we had the full collection of 12-inch X-Men figures.
Yeah.
And we did nothing to preserve them. We ran them into each other carelessly and did wrestling matches with them.
God, man, that was probably like top 3 favorite toy that I had when I was young. It was the fact that I had we had all of the X-Men toys, the 12-inch figures.
Yes.
They were so fucking cool, man. Beef, real quick, before we go on, looking at these figures, can you name all those figures? Can you see them? Can you see which ones we have?
Apocalypse, Sabretooth, Cyclops, Omega Red, Havoc, there's Wolverine, there's Bishop, Magneto, and Weapon X Wolverine.
Correct. Like, I can't believe that we had a Bishop. I forgot totally that we had a fucking Bishop.
Now, here's something that I'll see if you remember, because my wrestling autistic brain absolutely remembers it. Do you remember any of the finishing move names for our X-Men?
No, none. Not a single one.
Oh yes, we had move names, mostly provided by me.
Oh, yeah, well, all provided by you. I guarantee that part.
I know for certain that Magneto used to do a shooting star press called the Magnetosphere.
The Magnetosphere.
Yes, because I was learning 3rd grade science at the time. It's like, oh, that name has Magneto in it. So we went with that.
Oh, hold on. Before you go on, look right behind Beef's head. You can see another lone Dr. Thunder can right there. Different room, another Dr. Thunder can.
Well, some kids would get up and drink water when they get thirsty. I would gargle with Dr. Thunder.
So things have not changed, by the way.
No. Except now it's just Dr. Zero.
Yeah, Dr. Zero.
Because my wife says I'm not allowed to die anymore. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff in there. What is it, a random plastic tray of Nerf darts on the side of the bed, I think?
Of course. Frank was pointing it out. Freedom Hall. Welcome to Freedom Hall. It's from my 3rd grade play about, the Declaration of Independence.
By the way, in the 3rd grade play, 6 played Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. Actually, that was Abe Lincoln.
Oh, he wasn't at the Declaration of Independence.
He wasn't, but it's 3rd grade Florida history, so who knows?
I mean, you're not wrong. I like that you you left in you dead naming yourself on your wall there with your license plate.
I know, yeah, it's there, but maybe I was big into Star Wars,
I'm trying to determine. That's definitely King Owen Hart in the photos behind my headboard there.
It is. Good eye. That is King Owen Hart. You are correct. And then there's also a poster of Liu Kang right over here from the movie, but it's our bed frame is covering it. So
I was trying to figure out who that was. It's like, wait, did I have a woman pick the poster?
No.
When I was 11, would I?
Yeah.
Nope, that's definitely Liu Kang.
Yeah, that's Liu Kang.
As soon as you said, it's like, oh, yep, that's Liu Kang.
Close enough, Close enough.
This is the room and the bed setup. At one point, Pool Alpha made the mistake of buying us a little mini trampoline.
Oh yeah.
And that became, we would make games about what shit we could bounce off of the trampoline into the wall of the closet.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The horseshoe magic trick was my favorite one because that bounced back and hit Luke 6 in the temples.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, the thing is those action figures were fucking fantastic, but they had some goddamn weight to them.
Yeah, they did.
If you threw them at your brother mad, they would fucking hurt.
Yeah, I mean, that applies to every toy from the 80s and 90s that we had, though.
God, man, I miss those action figures. I wish I still had them.
Yeah, I wish that we had kept them instead of breaking them apart for parts, randomly throwing them into each other.
Yeah, I mean, we basically every single one of those, we played them out to the point where they all fell apart, so...
I would like to point out the peak of British bowl cuts on my head there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's Beef's fantastic fashion sense when it comes to hair cuttery. We literally just put a bowl on his fucking head and shaved around it.
Not we, Anne.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anne was like, oh, we don't want to spend money on anything. So I'm going to put a salad bowl over his head and just cut around the edges. And by the way, Anne makes the worst birthday list.
Oh, she does. She does.
She does make the worst birthday list.
Like, all right, so that was exhibit beef. However,
Exhibit beef.
we're not done yet. We got one more. We're going to do it while we're here. We have, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Exhibit C, entitled The RPG Nerd. Here it is. The RPG Nerd playing the RPGs. Look how fucking disgruntled Beef is playing a PlayStation 1 game. However, look here in the background, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Calves, man.
Oh yeah, the meatiest of calves. In the background here, we have the Ultimania, the Final Fantasy VII poster. Only one poster on this wall though, just Final Fantasy VII. That's it.
I mean, that was our lives at one point. I must have been 14 and doing the. There is not a single fucking picture that I have from all of this where it's not me with some shit-eating smirk on.
No, yeah, this is like, this is, Kerrison's right. This is what is known as disgruntled beef. It's hilarious because on Freddy's stream on Friday, Freddy Dingo in the chat, he was talking about how we did Jim Cornette, and he was like, his brother, disgruntled beef.
Disgruntled beef. No, this is disgruntled beef. And the funny thing about how disgruntled and angsty I was as a teenager, the entirety of my rebellion is I would just refuse to smile for photos.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I would have a shit-eating smirk on, and that was the extent of it.
Exactly.
By the way, this is the still bowl cuts.
Oh yeah.
I got so used to them, I just kept them. It's like, don't care anymore. Vicer has a good point. What's that under the PlayStation 1 controller? That is an IHOP menu.
Because the boy, he wasn't ordering. He was just memorizing. He was studying.
Yeah, I was studying for my future 10-year career in food service. Yeah. Which, I did do for 10 years, pretty much through high school, into college, and after college.
I was going to say, Beef did it, he was an OG about it, because not only did he do it from the inside, he did it as a patron as well.
Right. If you're going to sell food, you need to know what it tastes like, and I had that down.
I'm not, here, let me zoom in on this. Hold on real quick. Let me zoom in on this. I'm not totally sure. That game, it's got to be a guide. There has to be it has to be a guide.
100%. It is the Final Fantasy. It is either the Final Fantasy 7 or Tactics guide.
I don't think that's a Final Fantasy. I think that's a Street Fighter guide because it looks like these are Street Fighter characters. They look like Street Fighter move lists.
Okay, I could buy that. I could. That kind of does look like a Dalsum or an M. Bison in there.
Yeah.
In that case, what I would sometimes do is I would rent a Street Fighter game for the PlayStation that I hadn't played before. I would go into practice mode and just do all of the super moves.
Yeah, I was gonna say because we never really needed a guide for Street Fighter, but for whatever, I mean, we never owned a guide for Street Fighter. We just had magazines that had button movements, like command movements in it.
That is probably an EGM or a Game Pro then.
Yeah, probably. It's a good chance.
And the other side of that, oddly enough, is an IHOP
ad. Oh Lord! So there we go. That's Exhibit C. And real quick, let's take a quick moment.
What I miss most from that picture is Jorts.
Jorts, yeah, oh yeah. My man over here, he's doing another shift at Jort Center. It's like Jesus, God. Real quick, guys, we need to do a quick side of beef. So I got a side of beef here for y'all. Let me get rid of this and come over here and do this. And we got a side of beef.
Rocking the one strapper that he probably wore out to the club that week too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's right. The finest of egg nightclub wear.
The funny thing about this is Akibono is so big. He's 6'7", 550 pounds. Takeshi Rikio behind him is 300 pounds himself and also a champion sumo wrestler. That's how small he makes Rikio look. And they just decide, no, we're going to end this man's life. And double splash him. That is one of my favorite tag team moves. And anybody who tells me that is not a believable finish in a real fight.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, just fall on the opponent. That's all you need to do. We're making Salisbury steak tonight, guys. We got to tenderize and flatten it first.
The Salisbury, and they'll gravy it with whatever squeezed out his ass when they landed on him. Oh, you know that he needed a Dusty Rhodes muffler. Oh my God.
I mean, anytime you can reference the Dusty Rhodes muffler, I mean, you're doing good.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Hey, Sick.
Professional.
Well, since you mentioned it, Six, and they may not know, why don't you tell everybody what a Dusty Rhodes muffler is?
A Dusty Rhodes muffler? Well, okay. I think the context behind the Dusty Rhodes muffler is that, like, there was in WCW, I think, like, Dusty Rhodes, he did a bit or a shtick where he had to eat like 63 burritos or some shit. And like the thing is Dusty Rhodes, you know, performance actor by all the way, you know, method actor,
100%.
And so Dusty Rhodes, being a good old country bumpkin boy, like ate all 63 of the goddamn burritos, and then would take a wad of toilet paper and ram it directly into his asshole while he was wrestling a match.
So that wasn't in WCW. That was something that Dusty did his entire career. Was you take the roll of toilet paper, flip the end with 2 fingers, and you roll it around your fingers until you get a little tube of toilet paper, and you slide it into the crack. And the idea is that it catches any particles or something that gets squeezed out while you're getting slammed and bumped around.
Oh, Jesus.
The problem is that Dusty wore tights. He didn't wear the pants. He wore the swimsuit underwear that wrestlers of the time wore.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And one time, Magnum TA is going up to put him in a pile driver, or he was on his team, and someone was going to pile drive him, and pulled his tights up to get leverage to lift Dusty's big ass up, and the muffler falls out in the middle of the ring.
Oh, God. Guarantee that thing was yellow. Like, straight up yellow.
It was doo-doo brown.
Doo-doo brown. I love Dusty Rhodes to death. I would not want to go into a bathroom after Dusty Rhodes.
By the way, if you would like to buy an official Dusty Rhodes muffler, keep an eye out for Six's Temu that's going to be coming up in a couple months when we monetize.
My Temu, yeah. There's a good chance. By all means, guys, like, if you like any of this, if you like hearing any of this, if you like seeing any of this, go to our Discord, Me and Beef's Discord, where we do more of this, just more of it. Not any varying different quality of this, but more of it. Like, and if you want to see
this.
If you want to see any of the past BroDowns, go to my YouTube, take a gander through the archives. We got all the old BroDowns there in all their hideous formats.
By the way, I was just on YouTube checking out Six's archives, looking for clips and looking for expressions. And my biggest source of pride is there is the BroDown on there with 1 view.
Yeah.
And it was mine.
Yeah. Not even mine. I didn't even look at it. Beef, hold on 1 second. I gotta take a pizza mezzo. While I take a pizza mezzo, because I know you have an extensive list, tell us about the history of your birthday personally.
Oh my God, guys.
I'll be right back, guys. Listen to Beef.
Yeah. It's been a thing, guys. For the longest time, my birthdays have sucked. They have been really horrible and awful. Hold on a second. Let me kiss Mrs. Beef. Love you too, sweetie. She made me nachos yesterday. She's on the good list. She's wonderful. So, for the longest time, my birthdays have been a source of blight upon the world. Anytime that something happens to me, it almost always happens on my birthday. And Six was asking me, hey, you've gone through and talked about how much your birthday sucks a lot. I've always heard you say it. Can you tell me why it sucks? How many things have happened on your birthday? And so I thought about it, and I have come up with a list of 17 actively terrible things that happened on my birthday. And the sole reason why I hate them to this day. My wife tries as hard as she can to make sure I have a good time, but that doesn't always work out because of weather. For instance, let's see, we were going to go to the local casino for the first time, and then a snowstorm hits, and we completely miss it for the year, and we're stuck inside. Oh, by the way, the next year we did go to that casino, and I got COVID. So that's just a great backup. It's like, oh, we saved you from going to the casino and losing money for you to go back to the casino the next year and getting COVID. Let's see. 1 year when I was 6, I had double inner ear tube surgery. So double tubal surgery on my ear for my birthday. That was great and wonderful. I kind of have to save a few of these for when 6 gets back because I'm going to see how many of them he remembers. One time we were going to go to this wonderful restaurant here in Nuggetsville called House of Cards. And it's like a speakeasy liquor hidden place. It's actually in the bottom of the Johnny Cash Museum. And you have to go through a secret door to get down to it. And it's actually, there's like magicians and there's cards and magic. They have cigars and booze and whiskey there. No, that got snowed out too, so we didn't go to that. 6 is back. I'm currently on 4. I have 17.
Oh, Jesus.
My first shit memory of my birthday, see if you remember this one. I was 5. And we're living at a house across the street from our elementary school, so it already sucks.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to blow the candle out on my birthday cake, and my Uncle Sean, who's 13 years older than me, runs up behind me and shoves my face into the cake. Except here's the problem. It was actually 1989, and they put hard-ass plate candy on all of their cakes for some reason. And I come up with a bloody nose because Sean shoved my face into the cake.
Oh, Lord. It's a terrible thing when you have to eat your birthday cake that's covered in your own blood.
In my own blood. That's right. So that was my first shit birthday besides my actual birthday, which I'm sure was a problem. Everybody crying.
Yeah.
And then that next year I had the double ear tube surgery, which I told them about. I had tubes in both of my inner ears done my birthday.
Nice.
I had the party in 4th grade where it was at Pool Alpha's house, and I invited my entire class. One person showed up.
Oh,
that was a stinger, and I started to see a pattern forming.
That one person, that was me, and I left 13 minutes into the birthday party.
Oh yeah, no, he got there, saw it was a sausage fest, called a cab.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. York says ear tubes suck. That's correct, they do.
All right, so yeah, we mentioned Anne earlier, right?
The British cunt. Yes, we did mention her. She's a cunt.
So that was the birthday I got a scratch-off card.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure influenced my love of gambling my entire life.
Oh yeah.
I won $50 on the scratch-off card.
Hell yeah.
It's like, okay, great. Things are turning around. And I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And Anne goes, oh, well, you know, it feels good. And I don't know why she's Irish, but that's
it was like
female British. Oh, well, you know why she's good? It feels better to go through and buy your own food. That gives you a sense of pride. It feels better if you buy it. And me being 10 believed her.
Oh yeah, no, she led us astray on many things.
So she took the $50 off my scratch-off card and bought my own pizza for my own birthday party.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Staying on Dad, I remember when I was 13, we were gonna go to fucking was it Pelican's Cove? No, it was Pelican Pete's.
Yeah, Pelican Pete's and Pirates Cove.
We were gonna go to Pelican Pete's in Port Charlotte, but I apparently wasn't building the fence in the yard fast enough, and Dad threatened to, you're not just gonna have a birthday at all.
Yeah, that sounds like Dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some mild child abuse to round out the birthday extravaganza.
I turned 18. I was going to go onto a casino cruise out of St. Pete because, like I said, I have a gambling addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where they sail 2 miles off the coast.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to this casino cruise, and I take on the curb of a roundabout and blow out my front passenger tire. So
Beef
I
is
actually won money at the casino cruise playing craps and playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em.
Nice.
Except I lost money on the hotel that I needed to buy and getting my tire fixed.
yeah. Beef is rough on his fucking tires, man. Like,
I mean, y'all heard my story about it being wires in my tires because I didn't know.
God, this boy literally drove all the way from Gainesville, which is the top of Florida, down to South Florida where we were living. It's a fucking 4-hour drive, and like he's on balding tires, literal balding, frayed wires sticking out of them tires.
Not even balding, the wires through the tire. It's literally just a ring of Christmas lights holding my rim off the ground, basically.
And the funny thing is like Beef was driving me back because I went up to go hang out with him in Gainesville. And then, like, all the way back, I asked Beef, I'm like, Beef, your car is shaking violently. Like, we're doing 90 miles an hour on the interstate. And I was like, does it always shake like this? He's like, oh, yeah, it's not a problem. Yeah.
It does that. It does that.
And then we pull into a gas station and we see he's got no fucking rubber on his fucking tires. All 4 of them, bald as shit.
And to add something to it, Dad and Jim were both there and both slapped me upside the back of the head.
Oh, yeah, definitely. For endangering yours and mine's life on a 4-hour drive.
Speaking of Gainesville, I moved up to Gainesville to go to college the day before my birthday. Mouth Alpha and Heart Attack Stepdad and Pool Alpha and Pool Gamma, all 4 of them helped me move up into the dorm, right? And they had some courtyards that you could drive into to unpack your shit and run it up the stairs to get into the... And I got into the courtyard and got all my stuff unloaded into my room. And as I'm pulling out of the courtyard through the gateway that I came in on, mind you, I hear... And I completely scratch and fuck up the entire bottom third of my passenger side, scraping it and sideswiping a rock that was hiding in the bush next to the gateway.
Oh my god.
So I completely fuck up my red Ford Taurus.
Oh, nice.
By the way, Mom crying, Jim trying to get out of there, Dad and Don uncomfortable. So all of them leave. We don't do any birthday dinner or anything. The next day, I turn 21, go into the bar across the street from the dorms that I walked to, and realized I don't know anybody inside this bar. I don't have any family up here. I don't have any friends. I'm 4 hours from everybody I know, and this Jack and Coke tastes like shit. I'm so fucking alone. Happy birthday.
Hey, what's going on, Nibbler? We're just doing a birthday blowout for old Beeferificus here. Like, how do, brother?
I'm currently regaling everybody with why my birthday sucks. I have an essay for you.
Where are you at on the list?
Halfway.
All right, hurry up.
I got into a wreck in a parking lot one time on my birthday because I was working my way back home and I run into a Mercedes with a custom paint job.
God damn!
That, by the way, barely dented their back rear quadrant. $900 to replace the paint job. That's when I was working at my first job in radio. And by the way, I got fired from that job on my birthday. New managers came in, and it was the new year, so they're getting things off the books. And I had been there for 6 months, and apparently I hadn't sold enough ads, so they canned my ass.
Oh.
Which... my college friend at the time, happy birthday, Nibbler. Thank you for joining us for my birthday. I'll happily celebrate yours. Hopefully it's better than all of mine. So my college roommate, the guys that I'm living in my house with, my college friends, his mom is the one that basically co-signed the lease for us for the college house we were living in. She heard that I lost my job, convinced everyone else to break the lease and move out, left me there by myself. I had to move back in with Sean.
Oh, God.
So I got fired and lost my house.
Nice.
By the way, here's the kicker. The next year, Mama died on my birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Our grandmother on our father's side died on his birthday. Oh.
Mama died on my birthday. So, a couple years after that.
Hold on one second. Thank you, Alexander, for following. By all means, come back anytime. I'm glad you beat the charges, brother.
Yep, and now we get to add depression to all of your list of problems going on in your life.
Yes.
Let's see. I got super sick in my first year of working actual on-air on radio. Lost my voice for 3 weeks. Good
nice.
One time I was in the hospital with double pneumonia that turned into DKA because the fucking airhead doctor at the urgent care prescribed me steroids and treated me for flu, even though I didn't have the flu and tested negative for it. And guess what jacked my blood sugar up into diabetic ketoacidosis?
Yeah, this man was in a stupor, had no idea where he was or who he was, called me thinking he was Batman.
Yeah, that was the one where I dreamed that I was Spider-Man taking a piss and was peeing into a wall trash can, Spider-Man against the wall with 1 foot up on the sink.
Yeah, no, for sure. Carson said, nice, DKA is hardcore. He's committed to the bit.
I'm 2-0 against DKA now. Good job. One time, you heard I got snowed in for House of Cards. That was wonderful. Mm-hmm. One birthday we spent completely in bed because we were recovering from the first time we had COVID. So that wasn't fun. We got snowed in for the casino. I told everybody this. And then I got COVID the next year when I went to the casino for my birthday.
How many times have you had fucking COVID?
3. I'm 3-0 against COVID now.
Jesus Christ.
Probably 4-0, but I didn't get tested one time, so it doesn't count. Oh, and then to top it all off, the insurrection. They just tried to overthrow the country on my birthday.
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
I mean, there is that one. Which, by the way, all of these shitty birthdays, if I didn't include it on the list, I was probably working all the other ones.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because I was a server or a 911 operator, and guess what? They don't give you days off for your birthday.
No, they don't. No.
The day of the insurrection, on my birthday, I was actively at work taking 911 calls.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there talking with all of the other black ladies about what was going on because we watched it happen live up on the news. And we were talking about how, look at all these white people trying to overthrow the government. If any of them were black, they would have started shooting already.
Oh, it would have been a different story altogether. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
So, yeah. So that is just a brief synopsis of why my birthday sucked.
Yeah.
I have no faith in all of them, and I need 6 to step it up because this isn't making up for all 40 of them yet.
No, this is just going to be another one added to the list. Like, that's what we're here to do. We have to stay consistent, you know? Like,
All
terribly
right, so
consistent.
Going back to sad birthday picture. No, go ahead.
No.
Yeah. Terribly consistent, consistently terrible.
Did you talk about how you had to drive me to urgent care?
I did not. Why don't you relay that story, and I'll make it the 18th on the list.
Okay, so there was a birthday where, for whatever reason, like, our father was making beef some ribs, some actual ribs, some very delicious and delicate fall-apart ribs. It was his favorite thing.
Oh, by the way, this is our father who art in Bayhaven.
Yeah, who art in Bayhaven. So, like, for whatever reason, right at the, I don't know, the middle of the day, I got stomach sick. I got real fucking sick. Could not keep anything down. Literally vomiting my entire intestines.
Could it be possibly because Dad undercooked the ribs?
Yeah, it could be. It's a possibility. Like, there's no telling. And so, like, our father was too drunk to take me to an urgent care, could not drive, and I was too fucked up, puking all over the place, so I could not drive myself. So my brother, on his birthday, had to drive me to the urgent care, and while he is driving me, I am in the front seat, puking into a plastic Tupperware container while he's driving, and then when we get to a stoplight, I have to open the door and dump out my puke.
Yeah, that was a good one. Compared to all of the other ones I just described, that was probably the best.
Yeah, well, you did get ribs at the end of it. Like,
no, I got ribbed the entire time.
Yeah, Frank wants to cook you some ribs. I feel like Frank could make some really fucking good ribs.
I completely believe that Frank could make some really good ribs. The only problem is I don't know how well Kraft singles taste on top of ribs. I don't know
Well, there's only one way to find out. And speaking of find out, we have to take a little aside here. We have a side of beef. So
another side of beef.
Another aside of beef. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me do some finagling over here and do this and come over here and do this and bring this, and we got a deflated air balloon.
By the way, they're wearing full bodysuits because they're in Saudi Arabia. Because if you show ankle, then that would impure somebody.
Yeah,
I guess.
can't piss off the Saudi god. Ugh. I mean, the god that made those bodies and that skin.
Right. So Lyra Valkyria, Irish woman who's a Valkyrie for some reason, she's wearing a full bodysuit, and Nia Jax is wearing a deflated hot air balloon.
We got one more. Hold on, we're not done here, guys. We got one more. We got this one. It literally broke me. I fucking hated the fact that Beef broke me when he said this.
What would you know about it? Do you even know the difference between egg tempera and oil paint?
Egg Pantera? What?
Yeah, I love Egg Pantera.
I mean, one has an egg in it, I guess.
Yeah, you got me there.
You're hopeless.
Biggest hit of Egg Pantera was Walk, but it was W-O-K.
I hate that I laughed at that. I hate that I laughed at that. I only just finished priming the wall. I literally, the joke hit me so hard, I segued out of fucking Sparrowson voice. Very good, very good. A side of beef, a side of beef.
Oh, a vulgar display of cooking science? I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
it just Egg Pantera. I still want to have a cover band of Egg Pantera.
Egg Pantera. Like, real quick, beef. We have something here, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that I like to present to you, Exhibit D. And this is known as Beef doing...
Exhibit D for diabetes.
Yeah, Exhibit D for diabetes. We got Beef here doing some coding. He's making his GeoCities website. Beef, do you have anything you need to say to the people on this one?
Nope.
Nope. All right, very good.
I have graduated from computer on bed to computer on desk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that is nice. This is probably one of the times when I was 16 that I was aiming with a wrestling LARPer and had a girlfriend relationship over the internet.
Nice. Hell yeah. You had a girlfriend relationship with someone over the internet.
I say that it was more of just we said nice things to each other and then realized that she was probably a 23-year-old dude talking to a 16-year-old dumbass.
Yeah, no, for sure. What I really love about this photo, because by the way, out of all the photos that I was scanning in, I have like 5 photos of Beef just sitting at the computer doing this pose. I don't know why, but this was Beef's natural pose for quite some time. This is the Lakewood Ranch house. Like, yes. And this was
probably the nicest house Mom and Jim ever had.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this, no different than my life, say about 6 months ago, no mouse pad underneath that mouse.
No,
none.
Not a single mouse pad. I have learned to move the mouse to the correct side.
Yeah, that's true.
That is there.
It was doing.
I am probably playing StarCraft 2 at this point.
Yeah, probably. If you're not playing StarCraft 2, you are making a GeoCities website. That sounds like a joke, but Beef actually did make GeoCities websites.
100%. I was forced to take summer school one year because I fucked around and got a D in English. So they forced me to take summer school, and I took a class in internet design as my summer school class. And it was my Spanish teacher from, I think it was Mr. Largo was his name. So Mr. Large, he was a big fat guy. He was the computer teacher as well, so I knew him from that. He literally let us spend 6 hours of time joining all the computers together and playing Twisted Metal 2 for 6 hours a day, as long as we spent 5 minutes making a shitty GeoCities website.
Hell yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty tremendous, really. Like, also of note here, we have a portable CD player, no headphones in sight anywhere near.
Nope.
Just a portable CD player hanging out.
One speaker, by the way, not 2. We couldn't afford 2 speakers. I had 1.
Just 1. Yep.
The music CD rack that I guarantee is filled completely of computer games.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if not computer games and Weird Al Yankovic CDs.
Yeah. No, I can guarantee you on this rack is StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, Diablo 1, Diablo 2.
Yes.
For a while there, Blizzard owned everything I fucking did.
Yeah. There's some You Don't Know Jack in there too. I can see it.
I think this there's a brick of like 4 or 5 black edged ones. Those are definitely all the You Don't Know Jack games. There's Lemmings in there, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. To my chagrin, yes.
Wolfenstein 3D and Doom in there. Doom 2. I guarantee those are all games in this rep.
And the rest are WWF wrestling theme music CDs.
That I burned myself after stealing them from Napster.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Napster. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Hold on, and right underneath this CD player, this portable CD player, that's a Final Fantasy Tactics guide right there.
Yes, that is the Final Fantasy Tactics guide that I apparently threw out last year, and we still had it and totally forgot about it, and now I'm pissed that I threw it away.
If it's not the Tactics guide, that might be the Final Fantasy IX guide.
No, that is 100% the Tactics guide. I can see the chocobos running through the stream.
Maybe.
I am so familiar with that fucking guide.
I don't know. It looks too thin to be the guide, though. The Tactics guide was pretty thick.
Well, that's the only thing that looks thin in that picture.
Oh, Frank was dried and fried by a frayed wire and a tangled ball of Christmas lights. You hate to see it, Frank. You hate to see it.
Is there a sound effect that goes on with the game over?
Yes, it's the Undertaker's gong sound in the intro.
Oh, so you did do the Undertaker's dong.
Yep, I did do the Undertaker's dong.
Oh, good job. I gave you that idea, and I was wondering whether or not you would go with it, because most of the time I don't listen to your show.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good idea. We had to go with it.
Yeah, perfect. That works out perfect.
Let's catch up on chat real quick. Fucking Nibbler, one birthday I had, I was tripping on an accidental dose. Accidental. A vision supplement. I thought I was a cyborg, and the Tonight Show was talking about me and to me. All right, well, just you and Jay Leno just enjoying the hallucinations, you know? Sounds pretty much like what I was doing last night. Beef. Okay, Beef's just gonna let me burn. All right, I thought Beef had something to say there. He did not.
Nope. I was looking through your rewards on what I wanted to redeem you. I was not paying attention.
Oh, Nibbler, we gotta redeem. We got a toast. Hold on, I got a toast for Beef. Okie dokie. A toast. May the most that you hope for be the least that you receive.
Did it work this time?
It worked this time. It did not cut you out.
Take it easy.
Thank you, Nibbler, for redeeming that. We had a toast, a hydrate toast. Gather round, children. Beef is going to be the Oracle of Omaha, apparently. Let's all put our listening ears on.
The Oracle of Omaha Steaks. Thank you.
The Oracle. Technically, the Oracle of Omaha is Erica, but I don't know if Erica's still here, so, you know.
Well, I mean, it makes sense that Erica would leave my birthday early.
Of course. I mean, I would like to leave your birthday early. Just let Harrison come in here and take care of it.
Just like every other birthday I've ever had, not popular with the women's.
Drewby, Lakewood Ranch is a nice place, goddamn. It was a nice place.
It was.
To be honest with you, though, Lakewood Ranch is overrated. They're all just like pre-made cookie cutter houses. They're just big, and they're just in an area that's highly coveted. Other than that, overrated as fuck.
Also, Lakewood Ranch recently found out to statistically be the most number of Trump flags per capita anywhere in Florida.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, though, really. Like, it's not a big surprise.
Rich fuckers.
Frank asked Beef, can you make us a GeoCity style OTL website? That would rule. I agree.
I agree. That would rule. I don't remember anything about how that shit works.
No, I don't either. I have no idea. I tried to go back into the Internet Archive machine to see if my GeoCities website was still there. It's not.
No, it's not. And what's more is I just got done telling you I spend 6 hours a day playing Twisted Metal. We didn't do actual web. I think my entire website was it was the Rock's MIDI theme. So it was a MIDI version of the Rock's theme from WWF.
Nice.
And I just took his Titantron with the bullhead coming up front that says, "Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?" and just repeated it over and over, and that was my entire website.
Nice. I mean, you know.
A wall of Rock symbols and a mini version of his theme music.
And, I'm sure just an assemblage of the old South Park wrestler avatars, where like all of the wrestling avatar or all the wrestlers were turned into South Park avatars, and every week they had a new one. We would steal it and put it on our websites.
You're right, 100%. I had all of the South Park wrestlers on my website, and
man.
I completely forgot about that. And somehow you, in your LSD'd White Clawed brain, remembered all of that shit.
Yep. Well, I had a picture. It didn't make the final cut, but there's a picture of you wearing a Shaggy 2 Dope South Park wrestling shirt. Fucking hilarious.
Why did that make the cut?
I had to stop it at some point because I was like, I know this is going to be a 4-hour stream to begin with, so I was just like, Lord,
Why
we gotta.
do you have all of my pictures?
I have a lot of physical pictures. I have a lot of physical analog pictures. I went through a period where I really liked taking a lot of pictures.
Whew.
Mostly for evidence, incriminating evidence, blackmail, future blackmail.
Blackmail, exactly. And that's the weird thing is I don't understand why I went with Shaggy, because I was always a Violent J guy.
Yeah, you were a Violent J guy. I was a Shaggy guy. I was
like Shaggy.
Yeah, I love Shaggy. I love Violent J too, but Shaggy was my guy, mostly because he was skinny, and Violent J was your guy, mostly because he was fat.
Mostly because he was fat.
Yeah.
And we could both surprisingly do moonsaults.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know if you've seen the clip of it, but there was Violent J talking with Chris Van Vliet or something like that, one of the wrestling guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had a match within like the last 6 months.
Oh.
He said otherwise he is completely retired from wrestling, but he came back for one event. He fought in a tag team match, and he goes up to do his flying jalapeno moonsault, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lands completely on the top of his head on top of the guy and just about breaks his fucking
Oh,
neck.
Jesus Christ. That
But
sounds...
he's on shrooms in this news interview talking with the person. No, it was a local newscast doing an interview with Violent J, and he starts talking about his last wrestling match where he almost broke his neck because his big dumpy ass landed on top of his head on top of another person. And the woman interviewing him, you can see, is trying to do that forced I'm really entertained laugh, and then faces the front and cuts to black.
Well, I mean, Violent J, obviously apex physical specimen, at all points in time. He actually had to stop touring because like COVID fucked up his heart. Like his heart's all fucked up. I mean, I'm sure it was, I'm sure it wasn't just COVID. It was probably the 25 to 30 years of hard living before then, but.
Yeah, and then the drinking and the drugs and the sexing. There's that too. Apparently, he has a trans daughter and had to come around on being more gentle on things, and now he's in a good place. He's more woke now.
I appreciate Violent J. I appreciate both the Insane Clown Posse, because Violent J did come out and he was just like, look, I feel really bad about our old catalog. We said some things in there that were not sensitive to certain cultures and certain proclivities, and he's like, look, you get older and you learn things, and that was not the right thing to do. I don't really feel that way. Like, I didn't really feel that way then, but, I'm willing to fall on my sword. I did and said some shit back then that was not very good now. And so I was like, okay, he's owning it. Like, it's weird that there was apparently at some point in time, people on the internet trying to cancel Insane Clown Posse, which is fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, you're going to try to cancel a machine that still has a gathering 25 years after they've made any relevant music.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And it still goes live and goes strong every single year. Oh, by the way, they were a product of the edgiest time period in the history of man.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, the early to mid-90s, ooh.
What, you mean these edgy ass murder clowns that are white guys rapping from Detroit said something insensitive? The hell you say? Mm-hmm. Go clutch your pearls harder. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Speaking of clutching pearls, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to present to you Exhibit E, known as
E for extra large.
No, E for Empire, and when I say Empire, I mean Boardwalk Empire. Beef, can you explain yourself on this one? You look like you're straight out of Boardwalk Empire.
That is called the Steve Buscemi hair.
Oh my God, this is such a terrible haircut. You went from bowl cut to this.
Yep, absolutely, 100%.
The side
By
shave.
the way, this was deep into all of my shirts have to be dragon print rayon shirts. That I went through a phase for 3 years where all of my shirts were Japanese symbols and dragon print rayon bowling shirts.
Here's the thing. I give Beef credit. He was pulling that off long before the early 2000s where everybody was doing that.
I was on the ground floor of dragon print rayon shirts. I was wearing Dragon Ball Z before any of the other rappers were doing it. I am hipster, terrible fashion.
Oh my God! Like where? I don't even know where this is. By the way, like this
is still Lakewood Ranch.
No, this is not Lakewood Ranch.
This is Lakewood Ranch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't remember that couch at all.
All right, so in the other picture, I think you can see part of this couch, but you can definitely see other furniture where it was in the nook that led out to where the pool and the patio used to be.
Wow. It's like, holy shit, man. This is a blast from the past. Beef, why don't you go for this haircut anymore?
Because I'm losing hair right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That is the entire reason why. Because otherwise I have like a little Eddie Munster spike that goes this way, and that's it. I don't have a widow's peak, I have a widow's cliff.
The widow's cliff.
And if I try to just do my hair back, it's all of a sudden very apparent that all of this is thinning right here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I have to go back to parting down the middle.
Nice.
I do still keep my sides nice and shaved over here because I hate it when hair touches my glasses.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as this hair gets a little puffier and touches the stem of my glasses, nope, chop it all off. I'm done with it. I don't want it.
I was a big fan of the lesbian gym teacher look, so I think you should bring it back. Like,
yeah, big fan. I do look like carb overload Ellen DeGeneres. That is
nice. Drewby asked, "Oh God, what the fuck is that hairstyle?" Nah, we were still figuring things out as teenagers. Frank said, "Oh, we called John the Dragon Shirt guy, but it was really Beef." That's right.
Oh,
You had so many Chris Jericho 2001 vinyl shiny shirts.
Vinyl shiny shirts. They were very glittery and shiny. This was at the point where even though I wore glasses, I took them off because I thought it made me look better. And now I realize, no, the glasses definitely make me look smarter.
Hold on, guys.
Man,
we have
my head is shaped like a sewer plug.
we have two sides of beef. We're gonna take a quick interlude here for two sides of beef, and right now. We'll do this one first, and then the one comes after it.
It's surprising to you that me, you, everybody else in chat paces when we talk on the phone, but she doesn't?
No, she does not.
Yeah, I can understand. I wouldn't want to walk like an Egyptian either.
Talking about carrots in. Beef. What the fuck? Beef. That's fucking hilarious. That was really good. I'm very impressed. Wow. Yeah, boo! Boo!
Well, let's see. Let's click terrible dad jokes off the list.
Man,
done with that one.
Because she's half white, half Egyptian. She's technically a person of color. Because I don't fuck with white chicks anymore. So that was Carrotin when she was first coming around. Oh wait, I forgot.
Carrotin's white?
Half white. She doesn't claim that side. Only when she's watching the Great British Bake Off, then she claims it. Okay. We got one more here. This is a follow-up because Beef was not content to just let that one lie. Hey guys, I'm going to pose a question to the show members, which would be Beef, and pose a question to the chat members, which would be you guys. Okay, so she's moving to Florida, Miss Egypt. This is the girl on the line right now. We got a live one on the wire here. Miss Egypt.
What kind of shipping cost is she getting from Cairo?
That was such a dumb throwaway joke. Still got me, though. I still hate the fact that it got me. There it is, bada bing. Beef's favorite thing in the world is throwing out the worst of jokes, and then it completely derails me.
100%. My favorite thing in the world is getting Six to corpse mid-show. I absolutely love that. It is a blast to me. It is the only reason I do this. Is to make Six crack. That's the only reason I do any of this. If it happens to make all you laugh, which I think it does sometimes, then hey, bonus. But I mean, I do think it's funny that Kerrison claims her whiteness when she's watching the Great British Bake Off. Very on brand for the British to make people forget about the Egyptians.
Yeah. Yeah. Put all the artifacts in the British Museum. Like, they don't need them anymore. They had them for thousands of years.
And case in point, the only reason I'm here to make Six crack.
Yes. Frank, I got to go soon. 6, you think I'm going to see the pic you mentioned to me? I don't even remember what pic I mentioned to you, Frank. I was under the influence of the scriptures. I don't even remember, brother. Like,
Frank, describe it for him. He'll find it.
Kerrison, Lamau, the we, like... I know what you're talking about. Oh no, it didn't make the cut, Frank. You can go you can go to your Gunpla festival and just waft in the stink of virginity. Like it did not make the cut. We had to make some cuts.
All of the photos that didn't make the cut, please post in the cringe section of Discord.
All right, fair enough. I'll do that in 3 weeks.
And just put all the photos in there. I could use them for my personal collection.
My personal.
I'm sure my wife would love to have those as blackmail.
Oh Lord, I was like, speaking of blackmail, we have our final.
Speaking of blackmail, New Jack.
New Jack. We have our final. I want to show to the court, ladies and gentlemen of the court. This is actually not necessarily beef. I just threw it in there because of the lore, but and we'll find out for good reason why. Right here, like this is Pool Alpha wearing the finest of Oshkosh Bagosh train conductor hats.
Train conductor hats.
Because just fantastic, fabulous fashion sense.
Oh my God.
It continued all throughout the family, through me and Beef, and now Pool Alpha as well. But the real characteristic thing here is me and Beef crowded around a WrestleFest arcade stand-up machine.
I would like to point out that Six is wearing his finest of 10-year-old pink shirts.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, huge fan of pink even back then.
Which was weird. That is the only shirt that whenever I think of Six as a child, that's the only shirt I see him wearing.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is all the visions of it. WrestleFest, one of the greatest wrestling games ever.
Yeah, it was.
Just because of how nostalgia it was. I'm surprised it didn't make it through the nostalgia tournament. By the way, Dad hates video games and wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No, like without a doubt.
I guess this was Ann that snapped this photo? Because he was definitely divorced at this point.
I don't know. No, he wasn't divorced yet. No.
Really?
Yeah, not yet. No. This is still Bradenton. This is still Crack County. Like we lived in
I meant divorced from mom.
Oh yeah, divorced from mom. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The Oshkosh conductor's hat looks like it's photoshopped on his head. Nope, just ridiculous on its own.
God
I
damn.
can vouch that existed.
I love he just gives no fucks and is wearing, and it's not even down on his head, you know, he's wearing it elevated on his head. He didn't even push it down across his head.
By the way, I would like to point out that this is exactly what Six is going to look like in 10 years.
Yeah, oh yeah, when I scanned this in, I was just like, oh god damn, me and the Pool Alpha look very similar.
It is wild. Six got all of Dad's physical genes, and I got all of Mom's physical genes, including the tits.
Jesus Christ. Dad can grow a mustache, though. I cannot. Like, I'm physically incapable of growing one.
That is the only thing that I've noticed, is that his mustache is starting to look like my mustache, except mine is blonde Canadian hair, and I cannot get it to darken no matter what.
No, not at all. It's like Beef. Real quick, you said that you have a you said that we have a peppercorn casino. Like,
I do.
Like, we got to make it quick, though, because I got one, too. So, like, we got 2 peppercorn casinos.
Well, do you have anything to do to break them up in between them?
No.
Okay.
I have like a side of beef. I have another side of beef that
we can use that in between them. That'll work good.
Correct.
Okay, so I have a peppercorn casino. Let me start typing it.
Well, here, do you vamp and talk?
Yes, I vamp and type at the same time.
Yes,
Good
you
job.
vamp and talk. I gotta urinate. Well, let me see if I can get Karison in here. She might come in here.
I am pretty certain that Six is diabetic now. With how often he pisses.
Bro, I drank so much fluids this morning. I woke up and I was like, I'm dying. I was like, I forgot to hydrate the corpse last night with the scriptures. The power of the Lord overtook me, and I completely forgot to water the corpse.
Before you piss-o-mezzo, real quick, I will give you I will run this while it's pissing. The prediction is up.
Nice.
I have a list of 10 occurrences of things that may or may not have happened on my birthday. And Six will have to give us a true-false answer on if it actually occurred that day.
Beautiful.
For instance, Six, Ashley Babbitt died on my birthday, January 6th. True or false?
True.
That is true. Ashley Babbitt was one of the insurrectionists that died trying to storm the Capitol and was shot by Capitol Police. Unlike that occurrence, all of these other events will be tragedy.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'll be right back.
All right, guys, so you know how the rules play at this time. I will be betting 5,000 of York's peppercorns on exactly 6. I have a list of 10 Beefday questions that Six will answer true-false questions to. He's got a 50% chance, even if he doesn't know what occurred, or if he doesn't know what the fuck it is. And if I'm going to bet on exactly 6, you can bet on 6 with me, or you can bet more than 6 or less than 6. We simplified it. Bet whatever amount you want. Bet as much as you want. If you are a winner and you bet more nugs, you will get a higher percentage of nugs back. It will be a fun little quiz. I've got 10 things set up for it. Make your bets. You've got 5 minutes before betting closes. I will say Six is not good at history. So I will put that out there. That Six is probably not going to remember a lot of these things that happened. He is a much more modern guy. He doesn't care for history. He is much more of a sixtery person, Drewby. You are absolutely correct. Good call. 5 minutes going. We do have the prediction machine running. We are getting bets in and out. You can either bet on 6 just like me, or bet your nugs on the result that you think will happen. Big props to the fun person who bet 666 on more than 6. We are overblowing the 6 aspect of this. But everything has to be 6 coded. That's the way it works. Put your nugs up for rest. What else are you going to do with your peppercorns?
We're coming back. We're coming back, guys. We're coming back. Bada bing. All right. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Thank you for vamping, Beef. That was we needed you to fill. I was like, God, I literally had 2.5 gallons of water in my bladder. Drewby, speaking of lists, 6
right.
is it still cool if I
do that? I'm gonna go get a Celsius real quick because I slept 2 hours last night.
What? You drink Celsius?
They're sugar free and they work.
You are a fucking white girl. God, just like my girlfriend.
Well, where do you think I got them from? I got them from the hospital because the Celsius person brought 12 cases of them, and Mrs. Beef brought one home and said, "Oh, these are sugar free."
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, righteous.
I'll be right back.
All right, Drewby, speaking of lists, 6, is it still cool if I send you a list of magic cards, see if you have them, if I can buy them? You certainly can, Drewby, by all means, brother. In the next couple of months, I'm going to be going through my magic cards and basically deciding which ones I want to keep to try to edit my decks or build up my decks, and then I'll be getting rid of the rest. It's just going to be one big lot. But yeah, for sure, without a doubt, Derby, if you got some cards that you're needing, I'll see if I got them. I'll sell them to you for dirt fucking cheap, probably, I don't know, 40% what they're worth, you know? We'll do a deep discount. They're all in good condition because I actually take care of my cards. So, you know, I'll hook you up, Derby, for sure. Send that list whenever you need, man. Karison,
I would like to bid 2 cases of Celsius.
Karison, Beef has great taste in energy drinks. I don't know about that. I don't know about
Today
that.
is Astro Vibe Blue Raspberry.
Oh, Lord, that stuff's gross. Drew B shaking my head. Can't believe beef drinks Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Well, I mean, we don't want to roast beef.
Good. Beef played the PlayStation 2 game called Fahrenheit, and ever since then he went straight Celsius. Frank Julie also loves Celsius. All the white girls coming together on Beef's birthday blowout.
What's even better than Celsius is Celsius poured into a White Claw.
Nice. That probably wouldn't be that bad actually. The Drew B. Roast beef is drinking Kelvin.
Nice. All right, guys, get your bids in. Last chance to participate in today's first Peppercorn Casino. Make sure you keep some bids ready because 6 has the first Peppercorn Casino for me, so that'll be fun.
That's correct. Right after this, we'll do a side of beef in between, and then we'll do the second Peppercorn Casino that I have crafted just for beef. They are all beef-coded questions,
Which means wrestling based.
and then we will steal Drewby's nugs because I'm not doing fucking Pentiment. I don't have the brain power for it, and we're gonna close out the stream.
Nice. So 6, do you understand how the game is played? A tragedy from history, and you tell me true or false whether or not it occurred on my birthday.
Gotcha. We're ready. Let's do this.
All right, number 1. Nancy Kerrigan is clubbed by Tonya Harding's bodyguard in the knee. True or false happened on my birthday?
I think that's true.
That's correct. 1 for 1. Nancy Kerrigan, broken leg from Tonya Harding's bodyguard, happened on my birthday.
That's right. That's how me personally, that's how I remember Beef's birthday.
Yeah, it's like the anniversary of Nancy Kerrigan. What year was that?
1991?
4. Very close.
4?
Yeah,
Wow.
1994.
It was later than I thought. Okay.
All right, 6 is 1 for 1. Number 2. Prohibition was enacted
On your birthday?
on my birthday.
I'm going to say true. I'm also going to say true. It sounds about right.
That one is false.
Oh.
It was not on my birthday. I had to establish how the flow of this game is going to go.
Right.
I did think about having 10 things that were all true. I didn't go with the gimmick. All right, we're 1 for 2.
All right.
We're going to test your Irish weather history on this one.
My Irish weather history. All right.
The night of the big winds.
The big wins.
The night of the big winds.
That's you after eating your Tostitos fucking abomination that you had last night. That was the night of the big wins.
Scoops are the only acceptable vessel for nachos. They are like a little taco boat. Every bite you take, it is wonderful.
I was literally hallucinating out of my gourd, and even then I could tell that I was just like, this man's using scoops and he's an abomination.
Tostito scoops are the perfect nacho vessel. They are structurally strong and sound, and they hold all of it without breaking apart or getting soggy. They're wonderful.
It's terrible.
That's the only way to do nachos.
It's the worst.
Anywho, the night of the big winds. The strongest storm in 300 years that destroyed more than 20% of Dublin, Ireland, occurred on my birthday. True or false?
I'm gonna say true on that one. That seems very specific. There has to be a joke behind it.
Well, the joke was the night of the big winds. Which was last night after Nacho Night.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yes.
The night of the big winds that destroyed a fifth of Ireland occurred in 1839 on my birthday.
Nice. Looks like your birthday is just rife with tragedy, really.
That's what I found out and why I made this quiz. 2 for 3. All right. Famous revolutionary Joan of Arc, who was eventually burned at the stake, was born on my birthday.
I think that's false. I don't think she was born on your birthday.
Oh, it's true.
Oh.
January 6, 1412 is Joan of Arc's birthday.
Wow. So you and Joan of Arc have a commonality.
Yes, we have a commonality, mainly in that we both like meat. And we both smell good under an open flame.
Well, I was gonna say you guys are at one point in your lives you both received hallucinatory visions from God, but you know that was.
Oh, I was gonna go with we've both been spick.
Yeah, that was your Lakewood Ranch days. So
Yes. All right, so you're 2 for 4 now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 6, true or false? The state of Florida seceded from the Union at the onset of the Civil War on my birthday.
I mean that sounds very, very on par for Florida. I would believe it as of last year.
But did it occur on my birthday?
I'm gonna go false. I'm gonna say false on that one.
That is false. Very
Yeah.
good. Good job sussing that out. It's
That's
3
right.
out of 5.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago, not back then.
It is
Yeah.
3 years. No, it is 3 years from now
Yeah.
for the next Civil War.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so here's one that kind of has levels to it. You're 3 for 5. There are 5 left.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel Colt obtained his first license from the government to sell guns on my birthday, and all of the tragedies that would come after.
Chief among those tragedies is Beef and I overpumping a pump action BB gun and then shooting a chain link fence and having it ricochet off of the metal post into one of our thighs.
Yes, yours.
Yeah. I'm going to say true.
That is true. January 6, 1847. Very good. 4 for 6. You're coming along there. Hey, 6, on my birthday, 2,000 rioting Led Zeppelin fans destroyed the Boston Garden. True or false?
Oh. It's weird because out of all of the band, the audience members, I would not pick a rioting for Led Zeppelin. That's not. I'm gonna say false.
That's true. January 6, 1975.
Wow.
They were having a concert later in the year at the Boston Gardens. Tickets went on sale on January 7th. 2,000 fans lined up outside the old Boston Garden to wait for tickets, except it was a -3 blizzard going on in Boston at the time. The people who ran the Boston Garden decided, hey, we should probably not have all these Led Zeppelin fans die while waiting in line and let them into the foyer of the Boston Garden to wait in line for the tickets. The only rule they gave them was you must act civil, and they broke that rule, immediately got drunk on Ripple and Apple Moonshine, and tore the fuck out of the lobby of the old Boston Garden the day before tickets went on sale.
I love that Ripple has been mentioned on my streams, like completely unconnected to each other, twice now, like within the last 2 weeks.
So that's what, 4 for 7? Yeah, 4 for 7. All right, 6. True or false? The Oklahoma City bombing occurred on my birthday.
I think that's true. I think it did occur on your birthday.
That one is false.
Ah, fuck. I'm not up to date with my Unabomber history.
Yeah, you're not up to date with your terrorism. Good for
No.
you. Good job. I mean, you apparently need to learn more if you're going to eat the rich, but you'll work on it.
We'll get there.
4 for 8. You have a very long history of going 5 for 10 on these things. Hey, 6.
That's me.
True or false? The internet's favorite president, Teddy Roosevelt, died on my birthday.
Oh, God. I love Teddy Roosevelt. I'm a huge fan of Teddy Roosevelt. I've definitely read a lot about Teddy Roosevelt in my own personal time. I don't remember when he died, though.
I like how you set it up so much that you would know so much about him. Oh, but I don't remember this.
No, I can't remember dates. That's asking way too much out of a pea-brain stoner. I'm going to say true.
That's true. He
Yeah.
died January 6, 1919.
There it is.
How do I get out of mod mode without just refreshing it?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
I don't know why
does
you're in
anybody
mod
else know?
mode.
so I could do the stupid thing.
I think you can do it outside of mod mode.
Well, the only way I've been able to figure out that I can do it is by going into mod mode.
I don't know. This is the boomer tech services here, so.
All right, well, I'll just hit back and I'll have to mute the ad that comes along. So that's.
Well, you don't have
wait, I
ads
don't get
anymore.
ads.
Yeah.
Yay!
Vicer.
Oh, thank you, Vicer.
Yeah, I was
By
gonna
the
say.
way, one of 2 people that gave me a Christmas birthday present, so thank you very much. I
That's
appreciate
correct.
it.
You do have bad timing in terms of your birthday because it's right after Christmas.
2 weeks of Christmas, everybody's fucking broke. I get it.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, all monies that we receive from the show today will go towards paying for my son's braces, which he gets in 2 weeks.
How much are braces
Hooray!
going? How much are braces going for nowadays?
$2,400.
Oh, okay, that's about as much as I thought that would be. Right?
Oh God. So I've got to come up with $500 to give him a down payment on the 21st. Yay.
I mean, it's worth it though, because if you don't give him braces, his teeth are gonna be all fucked up.
Yeah. He's gonna look like Kevin Dunn trying to have a face-off with Jim Cornette. All right, you're 5 for 9.
All right, let's see if we can make it to 6.
Here is the last tragedy that may or may not have occurred on my birthday. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
True or false? Eric Trump was born.
That is a tragedy. I'm gonna say true.
Eric Trump was born on my exact birthday, January 6, 1980.
Wow, you share a birthday and a birth date with Eric Trump? Wow, look at you.
My God. So if anybody wonders why I've been cursed from birth, that's why. And that is my Peppercorn Casino on theme for how shitty my birthday normally is. 6, you have once again gotten 6 out of 10 correct.
Yeah.
Exactly 6 is the winner of the Peppercorn Casino. It always pays to bet on 6. Thank you to all of the nugs that I have stolen from everybody.
16,180 nugs went to Beef for his own fucking casino bet.
Guys, I've been telling you, always bet on 6. I bet on 6 every time. I put in 5,000 of York's peppercorns, and I've turned it into 16,180 of your peppercorns. Congratulations.
Oh my god, this is fucking hilarious. Beef continues to steal your nugs even when he's not trying. God damn, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh.
All right, guys, let me set up
yeah.
the next Peppercorn Casino. Hold on one second.
What did you think of your beefy, crappy birthday quiz?
It was great. I didn't realize there was so much tragedy that coincided with your birthday. It makes sense, you know.
I literally thought of this whole quiz yesterday because Mrs. Beef was looking at the history of January 6th, and she went, "Wow, a lot of shitty things happened on your birthday."
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, hold on. Let me set up the next prediction. We'll get that going, and then I will we will segue into another side of Beef, and then we'll come back and do yours.
All right.
All right. Beef vamp for a second. Just shill, Phil. I don't know. I can't do. My brain is so stretched right now.
All right, so let's see. I just won 16,000 nugs off of everybody. What are things that I can spend that on? Let's go through the list of redeems that you can do. Make sure you cash in your daily peppercorn every show so you can have a long-standing streak to tell everybody how much you love 6. You can also do make 6 play Pentiment, which he will promptly ignore every show that he can. There is the vocabulary machine. If you want to get out the Sictionary, he will tell you what words mean. He will read you the scriptures. He will do a singing bowl, which I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what the singing bowl is?
Well, let's redeem it.
All right. I can't see if you were. Yep.
Apparently, I have taken enough of York's peppercorns that he asked me to redeem the singing bowl for him, so I did.
He did it. Since he's poor. All right, so the options are usually less than 6, 6 exactly, and more than 6, right?
Yeah, exactly 6, more than 6, less than 6.
All right, we got you. All right, we're gonna start the prediction. Prediction is started. Now, guys, here's the thing. I normally I would love to clown on Beef and be like, you know, the Beef's over here doing his own peppercorn casino. He's gonna fail. Beef is really good at trivia. Really good at trivia. So I told Karrison when I was making this, I will be fucking amazed if Beef gets less than 8. Like, I feel like Beef will smoke this.
8?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
These are all beef coated. Like, all of these are beef coated. If you watched any of the BroDown episodes, they are all beef coated.
Oh, I don't know. I have a short-term memory on things that I say or do, so I don't often remember those. Like always, I will put 5,000 peppercorns on exactly 6.
There it is.
It doesn't matter what the topic is. I will always bet on 6 in life and on show.
Indeed, indeed. Karrison just plopping in those peppercorns directly into her fanny. We love to see it. We love to see it. I saw that fanny last night. It was great. It can stuff a couple more peppercorns, you know?
So bet any amount you want. Put 10 in. If you bet 10 on something and I get something other than 6, you will win all of the peppercorns I bet.
Correct. Like,
Give it a shot.
I'm gonna laugh if Beef fucking rigs this again, steals his own peppercorns for his own peppercorn casino on his own birthday stream.
I do not rig anything. I don't know how to do anything half-assed. It is whole ass or nothing.
the York said thanks, that's all I got. Frank said fuck, there was an arcade game I wanted to redeem, but I forgot the name. It's okay, Frank, whenever you remember it. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna do
the name of the arcade game is River City Ransom.
River City Ransom. You're an absolute monster. Like, all right, guys, we'll let you file in, do your predictions, cast your votes. We're gonna do a peppercorn casino for Beef, which has never been done on this show before, but I got one. I made one just for him. I have 10 questions as well. Like, I actually hand wrote my questions, so it's going to be interesting. But as of right now, we're going to do 2 quick sides of beef. So we're going to do that real quick right now. Bring it over here. We did dumb Egypt joke. Oh, we got to do this one. This is one of my favorites. What do you have to say about veggie straws?
They don't actually taste like any specific veggie. No. They just do. They kind of taste like styrofoam with a color on them, and maybe at some point in its life, it rubbed against a carrot.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does taste like air fried styrofoam. Like, I agree.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you're not wrong. I will give this to veggie straws. There was a point in my life where I was new to the whole diabetes. And veggie straws became my go-to snack of choice because, like, oh, it's got veggie in the name. It's surely not as bad as every other chip that I've been eating for 35 years. Mm-hmm. And I was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, it's deep fried fucking, you know, whatever, you know. So it's like anything deep fried is not going to be good for you.
It is basically the vape of chips.
Yeah, it is the vape of chips.
I mean, it is flavored hot air.
The vape of chips. We got one more. This is my favorite beef clip of the last couple of months. Oh my god, I laugh every time he does it. Here it is. Tolerant left.
While 6 is doing this, then, you know, it's fine, Silvar. I get that you're on the other side. I don't think that makes you a bad person. I'm not cutting anybody out because they're on the other side of the aisle. I'm just frustrated of it. So completely ignore that timeout I just gave you for 600 seconds.
God damn. Oh, Lord. Oh, the lore there. There's some lore. I don't even know Beef is aware of the lore. God, it's so funny, though. God, it's so funny. There it is. Beef timing out Silvar 6 times in a row. Just abusing his mod powers all over the place. One of my favorites.
It's fun to do, and I will probably ban people at some other point in the future. However, you gotta make people want it to happen. So I'm gonna you give some stretch in between the bits.
Yeah, fantastic. Frankie, very nice, very nice. Good redeem, Frank. Let me write that down real quick, and then we'll do Beef's Peppercorn Casino.
I would like to point out that nobody is sure how much bullshit I have in my head, so not a whole lot of bettors on this.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. They can't. You robbed them of all their nugs. They don't have anything to bet with. Like,
that's fair. I mean, that is fair. The people should stop going all in whenever we do a prediction.
Exactly. He put it all in there. He knew this was a special day, so he threw it all in there, and then you robbed him of it.
Do we have a way of gifting people peppercorns?
No. The only thing I could do is I could just refund them.
I mean, how that needs to be a thing. It should be a way to just give people channel points.
I feel like that's what we're doing right now with the Peppercorn Casino. Like, but
well, no, that's just giving me channel.
Yeah, that's true. All right, guys, you ready for the Peppercorn Casino? We have some questions for Beef. I have 10 questions for Beef. I have prepared 10 questions.
I'm looking forward to this. I've always liked trivia. I'd like to see what Six comes up with. I'm cautiously weary of the idea that Six will find the absolute hardest fucking shit to ask me about.
We'll find out. True or false, Beef? Beef, true or false? All Caesar right. Salad originally was named the Aviator Salad due to it being ordered by bootlegger pilots running Shine through Tijuana, Mexico during Prohibition era. True or false?
I thought you were going to say it was the Aviator Salad because it wore big sunglasses. True.
It is actually true. That is correct. The Caesar salad was originally called the Aviator Salad because pilots on their way to delivering moonshine illegally would stop over in Tijuana to fuel up, and then they would have a salad that was called the Aviator Salad. It later got changed over to the Caesar salad.
By the way, if you told me that there's a salad made with lemons, fish, and mayonnaise that was tasty, I would not have believed you at any point in my life.
No.
Until I had had a creamy, meaty Caesar salad.
And creamy, meaty leaves. The boy's all about his creamy, meaty leaves, his Caesars. Like, Beef, question number 2. He is, 1 for 10? 1 for 1? I don't know.
1 for 1.
Beef, you keep track. I can't keep track. Beef, in October of 2012, Jim Cornette was replaced by Delirious for the Ring of Honor Booker role after having a very vocal, very loud outburst revolving around a professional wrestler. Specifically, how they were treated. Who was the wrestler in question? This is kind of a trick question, because we all know Jim Cornette loves to shoot his mouth off about certain things. But he had a very, very vocal outburst about how a wrestler was treated or handled at a Ring of Honor taping.
Fuck, which one was it?
2012. Who was in Ring of Honor 2012?
Kevin Steen, El Generico, there was Jimmy Jacobs, there was Tyler Black, Davey Richards, I think Eddie Edwards was in there, Claudio Castagnoli, Chris Hero. I'm just naming random people, trying to see if your face does anything to try and give me a hint, because I don't remember.
We don't have enough brain power to move the expressions anywhere around on this face right now, so.
No. Like, I knew that he got in trouble in OVW for slapping the shit out of Santino Marella because he no-sold the Boogeyman. I'm gonna say Davey Richards.
Davey Richards, your final answer?
Unless I can phone a friend.
You cannot. You are wrong, sir.
No. Oh.
Wrong. It was Steve Corino.
Corino?
Which is very Beef coded because Beef loves Steve Corino back in the day.
I did love some Steve Corino back in the day. What was the problem with Steve Corino?
Steve Corino got injured at the taping, and there was no medical staff on hand, nor did they wish to call an ambulance for him. So he left Corino in pain for hours before he could get help, and Jim Cornette was very displeased over how unprofessional that was.
So the parent company of Ring of Honor at the time was pinching every corner that they could and refused to have medical staff waiting because they had to pay for it, and refused to call an ambulance because then they had to pay for an ambulance ride. And yeah, Steve Corino's left there with a bad injury in the back. I completely forgot about that. Wow,
Yes.
that sucked.
Correct. Cornette was not happy about it.
I wouldn't be either.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He
Cornette will always go to bat for the boys.
Yes. I mean, look, especially in Sinclair Broadcasting, they had money to call a fucking ambulance, you know?
Right. Was it Sinclair at that time? Yeah, I guess it was Sinclair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, Sinclair owned Ring of Honor 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Shit.
Yeah, man.
God,
Beef.
we're old.
So 1 of 2? You're 1 out of 2?
1 for 2.
1 for 2. Beef, true or false? Pentiment was lead
False.
written
No.
by the same director, writer as Fallout New Vegas.
That seems...
Because when I think Pentiment, I think Fallout New Vegas.
Right, exactly. And also, Six knows that I've never played New Vegas.
No.
So there's that too. I've also never played Pentiment because we don't really play that, we just suffer it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't played it either, so.
I'm going to go with true.
You are correct, sir. The lead writer and director of Fallout New Vegas was also the lead writer and director of Pentiment. He has been trying to make Pentiment since Super Nintendo days. His name is Josh Sawyer.
By the way, Pentiment would be much more interesting with a sniper rifle.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Aimed at the gamer. God. So you are
2 for 3.
2 for 3. Beef's on the board. Beef.
All right.
Question number 4. In the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie,
Oh, yeah.
the cinematic release, Crow is tunneling his way out of the spacecraft, the Shuttle of Love. While he's burrowing, he is singing a song. What are the lyrics to said song?
It's a long way to Tipperary, and the sweetest gal I know. I think the way he sings is say goodbye to Noah Berry, hello Harold Lloyd.
Correct, sir. You are correct. That is exactly what Crow sings. Come now, boy. We must confound Jerry at every turn.
We must confound Jerry at every turn. Hey, Mike, you pass me my notes, please? Thank you. Hits him in the face. Oh, look, breach hole, all die. Even had it underlined.
It's hilarious because we were on the scriptures last weekend, me and Carrotson, and
No.
I forced her to watch the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie, the actual movie. It's the only DVD I own. And we watched it under the influence of the scriptures. She had no idea what was going on in the first 30 minutes of it. But once she figured out the format, what was going on, she did like it.
Yeah, it is so good. It is such a great encapsulation of all of Mystery Science Theater 3000. I think Six and I rented this movie 7 times from the video store when those things existed. Love it. Some of my favorite lines ever come from that. You know, it's like, that's what happens when you leave a potato in the microwave. I use that line. Let's get away under the cover of afternoon in the largest car in the county.
Yeah.
I use that line all the time. Weenie man away!
Yeah, the Weenie Mobile, like it is fantastic.
Amazing Rendo!
I love that movie, like fantastic. I was quoting it even under the influence of scriptures, and Carrotson turned to me right after quoting when she's like, "You're a fucking nerd," like.
Yeah, Beef McLarge Huge. That is part of my name. Yeah, that's right, Drewby. Little known fact about Six and Carrison's relationship. Anytime that Six goes spelunking on Carrison, he starts singing, "It's a long way to
Tipperary." Drewby just dropping in all the cognomen out of the I can't remember what episode that was, but God, man, it was just a long list. Yeah, you and I,
chest punch.
you and I are the same, Derby. Crow is my favorite robot. I love Crow.
I always loved Servo, but I loved everything about Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Correct.
Fantastic. I love that stuff. Oh, loved it.
So what? You're 3 for 5?
No, I'm 4 for 5.
You got Caesar salad. You got Pentiment. You got Mystery Science. So you're 3 for 5.
No, and well, okay. Where were the other two?
Or 3 for 4.
Yeah, I'm 3 for 4.
3 for 4. Yeah, now we're on 5. Okay.
Yeah, now we're 5.
Very cool. Very cool. Beef. True or false? Street Fighter, the movie, had a $35 million budget. It was a commercial success, earning back its budget. True or false?
Oh, damn it. I mean, your first instinct is no. But at the same time, you look at everybody on screen, it's like, there's no way they paid $35 million for this shit. I mean, you take every single person in the top thing, and Jean-Claude Van Damme is $5 million. The other ones together are $300,000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Combined. And that includes all the rigging, production, the cinematographers, camera people.
But Raul Julia, seen below, obviously deserved $15 million for his role as M. Dyson.
And especially because the man was literally dying on set. Like, he was
dying on set, but killing everybody in the audience.
He was literally almost like 2 shades of dead from stomach cancer during the filming of this movie.
Right.
You would never know watching the movie.
Only took the role because his kids wanted him to, and fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
There is no reason for him to go as hard as he did in this movie.
No.
Especially with Jean-Claude Van Damme playing an American with a French accent.
Yeah. So stupid.
I was going
to say, did it earn back its budget? Was it a commercial success after spending $35 million?
Just because we went and saw it in theaters, I'm going to assume it's true.
You are correct, sir. Yeah. Street Fighter, the movie, was a commercial success. It did earn back its budget. It spent $35 million for the budget to make it, but it made $95 million globally.
What?
Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, well, obviously they were riding the train of the fandom for that one.
Right, they went through and, well, folks, we tripled our money. We're never doing this again. No, pack it in, boys. We're done here.
It's funny that you mentioned Jean-Claude Van Damme receiving $5 million of the budget. Jean-Claude Van Damme actually received $8 million of the budget for that movie. They paid him more than they paid Raul Julia.
If he made 1 penny more than Raul Julia did, that's a travesty.
Yeah, no, for sure.
By the way, I want to say that the woman who played Chun-Li was the female lead on what was it? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
She was on that for all the series of it for Marvel, and I think, was she the voice of Mulan?
I couldn't tell you. I was like, I'm
trying to think of anything else that I know these people from. I think I've seen Balrog in one other movie.
Yeah. It's a shame that Zangief's his career did not pick up after this, you know?
Oh, he got Zangief.
Yeah.
He understood the role when he took Zangief.
Yeah, definitely. The only
good.
Outside of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Zangief, and Raul Julia, the only thing I remember from the movie was Kylie Minogue looking hot as fuck as Cammy. So
yeah, she was. Also, my favorite thing was E Honda versus Zangief with the Godzilla takeoff.
Yeah.
Walking through the model of downtown Bison City.
I love it.
Shadaloo City.
I love it. Like, the word Zangief looking at the live feed. Quick, change the channel!
Such a good joke. And that's where the end of Bloop comes from, is Zangief.
Yep.
Is doing the thumbs to the side.
Correct. That is another aside. Like
Gustavo Octavius Beef heading out to go biking probably.
Well, Beef, you are 4 for 5? Yeah, 4 for 5. You're doing good. You're doing good. Now this is for you. This is for you.
Uh-oh.
During World War II, the 1943 season, the Philadelphia Eagles and another team merged their rosters because everybody was essentially drafted in the Great War.
Pittsburgh Steelers, they were called the Steagles.
Oh, I was going to say, what team did they merge with, and what was their name?
It was the Steagles.
The Steagles.
And you thought you were going to screw me up on that.
No,
didn't you?
I knew. I was like, okay, Beef has definitely researched some fucking Eagles trivia in his time. I have no doubt in my mind.
During the World War II year of 1943, they merged the Steelers and the Eagles because they were from Pittsburgh and Philadelphia to make the Steagles, or if you go by the local name, the Stiggles.
The Stiggles. Like, also, this is, we have a photo of Beef here wearing his Stiegels, his homemade Stiegels. This man has the same physique, the same fashion sense, and just like Beef, carries his money, no wallet, no clip, just directly in his hand.
Except he has more than I do.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
He has way more than I do.
Definitely. So what, you're...
by the way, the Eagles, currently the number 2 seed in the NFC. We are resting all of our starters before the playoffs as we put our third string against the New York Giants. If the New York Giants win today, they fuck up their draft order and curse themselves to be shitty for longer. Fuck you, New York.
Beef, our next question, you are what, 5 for 6?
5 for 6.
5 for 6, doing good.
Ooh, now you're talking my language.
In what year was the deep fried Oreo invented? Now I put quotation marks around that because, look, I say invented, but I'm sure some redneck did it at a different time after a Sunday like tent revival. But what year was it most popularized? I'll give you 2 guesses because it's a little unfair. You can have 2 guesses.
I feel like these started to be a thing when we were still kids going to county fairs.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Robarts Arena because Jim got us in for free because he was working there as an EMT.
Of course.
Probably the best thing about Heart Attack Stepdad was getting us into fairs for free.
Yeah, oh yeah. We got the ride passes. We got the wristbands.
Yeah, the wristbands, right? The bracelets. By the way, I bought. Remember, I brought the kids and the family to the county fair over here in Tennessee.
Correct.
$150 for 6 wristbands.
God damn. Still cheaper than fucking Disney though.
But yeah, except you ride one ride and then you're sick because these things are not tuned.
No.
And there's no theme. And oh, by the way, it's priced like Disney, but you're outside and hotter.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking horrible. Probably never do that again.
Mm-mm.
Until next year when we forget how bad it was and then go back.
Of course.
What
year you got?
1993.
1993. You are wrong, sir. It was later. That I'll give you your hint. It was later than 1993. Yes. You got one more guess.
Before or after 2000?
I cannot give you that much information. I will give you a hint.
Okay.
We were talking earlier about vinyl dragon shirts. It was during that era, right in the wheelhouse of that era.
Not during the Rayon Dragon shirts. So if it was Rayon Dragon shirt time, then it was 98, 99, 2000, 2001.
You are correct. It is one of those years.
And I'm vamping extra just so I could sit here and look at fried Oreos for longer.
I mean, they do look good as fuck.
I mean, I'm half hard right now. 1999.
Wrong, sir. You are wrong.
Was it 2001?
It was 2001.
Motherfucker.
A 16-year-old Armenian named Charlie Boghossian was affectionately known as, quote, Chicken Charlie and, quote, the man who fries everything. Popularized the deep fried Oreo in 2001. Again, I'm sure it was invented long before 2001, but it became popular right around that time.
I was literally about to say 2001, but man, for whatever reason, 99 popped in my. All right,
that's
4 for 6.
No, 5 for 7. 5 for 7.
No.
Yeah, that was the 7th question. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm looking. I not only am I looking at a page that has them listed, but I have all the assets. They have a number before them, so I can remember what order. Yeah, 5 for 7. York is right.
I'll go 5 for 7. I'll go with it.
What's going on, Johnny? Just have y'all tried peppercorns? You just plopping those peppercorns right into your fanny pack, John. Good to see you. Glad you could make it, brother.
So, Drakir, we brought this up because over on the Discords, I posted the pictures of the Inception cookies, the chocolate chip cookies baked over an Oreo cookie, and Six brought up the fried Oreos as part of my beef-coated peppercorn casino today.
Correct. How you doing, Drakir? Good to see you, brother. Like, how do, man? We're doing a birthday stream for our co-host.
Hey,
It's
my beef day. It's my beef day.
Like, and Beef, we got another question for you. We got 3 more to go.
All right. 5 for 7.
Whoops, fuck that up. In 1967, AT&T and the federal
community. Thank you for joining us, buddy. I appreciate you.
Yeah, peace out, Frank. Take care, brother. Enjoy the virgins at your the Gunpla convention. In 1967, AT&T and the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, were responsible for instituting what nationwide service available to all American citizens?
What now?
1967, AT&T and the FCC were responsible for instituting a nationwide service that was available to all American citizens.
Drakir is saying your invitation to the Discord is invalid, by the way.
Ah, son of a bitch. We'll change it. We'll change it later.
You said it was AT&T and the FCC?
Yep. AT&T and the government. Think about this. This is beef coated.
I mean, my first thought of beef coated was FM radio, but at the same time, I mean, AT&T wouldn't have anything to do with that.
No.
So what would be beef coated? That would be AT&T and the FCC.
Mm-hmm. I included this GIF here to demonstrate beef dying as a result of this question.
Especially because I fucking hate AT&T.
Correct.
So that doesn't help me any.
Correct. Thank you, Harrison, for dropping a valid Discord, and Frank. Thank you, guys.
Ham radio.
No, sir. It was 911.
Okay. That has something to do with the FCC?
Yeah, the FCC, then AT&T got together to create a nationwide service available to all Americans known as 911 in 1967. I was like, wow, Beef is definitely going to get this. He worked at 911. He was an operator.
Because it wasn't created by that, because 911 had been around as a number before then. They used it as local help in New York in, like, the 1910s.
Yeah, but I said nationwide.
Whatever.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Beef is what? 5 for 8. He's sucking hind teat. He's got 2 more. Maybe he can pull through with this one. Beef, which came first? Mint chocolate chip or Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies? You don't have to guess the date, but which one came first? I did this because Beef loves mint chocolate chip ice cream because he's a goddamn savage and I fucking hate it.
Mint chocolate chip and thin chocolate mint is like one of my favorite flavor combinations.
I do like chocolate mint, but mint chocolate chip ice cream is like eating fucking toothpaste ice cream. I hate it.
No, mint chocolate chip, delicious, especially like Bluebird ice cream from here in Tennessee. Mayfield ice cream from here in Tennessee is like right up the road. They are really good.
Beef was smart as a child because we would have to alternate turns on which ice cream to choose. Like one week I would get to choose and the next week Beef would get to choose. Beef would always choose mint chocolate chip because he knew I would never fucking eat it.
Hold on a second here while I'm not searching anything. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Beef is smart on ice cream. There you go. Quote added. There we go. That makes sense to me.
Oh, man. I literally gave my girlfriend diabetes last night because she was just like... She was like, make me some ice cream. And I was like, okay. And I had some Ben & Jerry's. Oh, yeah. Kerosene 6 can really pack away some ice cream. I did. I gave her, I had Ben & Jerry's half-baked. I had Ben & Jerry's fish food. And then I had some Publix organic vanilla ice cream. And she was like, which one should we do? And I was like, baby, we're doing all three. They're all going in the fucking bowl.
I knew what was coming. C4, as skinny as 6 is... When he decides to eat sugar, he eats all of the sugar.
Oh yeah, the immediately fell into a sugar coma, got DKA. Like I'm hallucinating right now.
6 is the one that taught me how to do the ghetto Oreo milkshake.
Oh yeah, God.
Where you take a brand new pack of Oreos, take an entire row of them,
double stuff.
Take 2/3 of them, brush them in the bottom of the cup.
Yep.
Pour milk on top. Stir it all up, and then eat the rest of that row of Oreos, dunking it in the Oreos.
Yeah.
And it's basically Oreo cereal at that point.
Yeah, at the end it becomes a slurry. Like, it literally, it's more plasmic than it is anything else.
So 6 taught me how to make that, and that was the only way that I ate Oreos and milk for a long time, eventually graduating to double stuffed Oreos and doing it on there like that. And that is probably at least a quarter of why I'm diabetic.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Without a doubt. John, you like the Tonight Dough and the Americone Dream? I don't mind the Tonight Dough. I think it's okay. I don't like the Americone Dream because I do not like waffle cone in fucking ice cream because the waffle cone is always fucking stale.
You see, I do like Americone Dream, but I do when it's better getting the caramel bits of it than the waffle bits of it. Mm-hmm. But I'm also a giant Stephen Colbert fan. I love Stephen Colbert, so I get it just to support that. I'm going to go with, in my head, the Girl Scouts are older than flavored ice cream. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go with Thin Mints came first.
Thin Mints came out in 1939. At the time, they were known as Cookie Mints, COOKY, Cookie Mints. Okay. 1939. Gotcha. Mint chocolate chip came out in 1945.
Yeah, get in there.
By Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins were the first to basically, I mean, again, there were other people that were doing it, but they popularized it. They became, the frontiersmen for mint chocolate chip cookie ice cream, or mint chocolate chip ice cream. So Beef was correct.
I would like to point out I am 6 for 9, so nice.
That's right. Nice! Last question, Beef. This is going to be a hard one, too. This is going to be a hard one. Not only is it beef coated, it is also York coated. So I put this in here for York as well.
So it's wrestling or wrestling fighting game character?
It is wrestling. You are correct, sir. It is wrestling. Now, we have some images I have to pop up here in the overlay. Yeah, that's right. Come on, Beef. I need these points. I will give you 2 chances at this because it's pretty extensive question. And I will let you know which ones you get right and which ones you get wrong. That way you can...
I am overloaded by gifts.
You are overloaded by gifts.
Not by gifts on my birthday, but
no.
Gifts on my birthday.
Gifts, yeah. No T on the end of those.
No T. No T whatsoever.
Beef, list these 7 wrestlers in order from least amount of pay-per-view main events to most amount of pay-per-view main events. At the beginning, we have The Rock, then Ric Flair, Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, and Triple H. So least to most. Main events, not on the card, main event.
And it's pay-per-views.
Pay-per-views, yes. Pay-per-view
Ric
or,
Flair.
you know, like, what is it? Whatever WWE calls them now.
Yeah, a premium live event.
Yeah, premium live event, so stupid. But
PLEs.
I guess pay-per-view doesn't really, it's, what is it? Anachronistic?
Yeah, anachronistic.
Anachronistic,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, because people don't pay for cable anymore. They pay for the streaming services that the PLEs are on now.
Correct. So
Which,
I
by
will.
the way, as of Monday, Monday Night Raw live on Netflix.
So I will give you 2 chances at this, or I can give you 3 if you want, because it is pretty extensive. I'll give you 3 chances, and I will let you know which ones you get right, the order in which you get them right.
I'm gonna say that least is Ric Flair because most of his time and popularity, they weren't doing 12 pay-per-views each. I'm gonna say Ric Flair at the bottom. We're gonna go Ric Flair, Stone Cold, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Triple H.
Okay, you had Flair, Austin, Rock. Who was after Rock?
Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Triple H.
Hogan, Shawn Michaels, and
Taker,
then
and Hunter.
okay, gotcha. Let me write that down real quick. The Taker and Hunter. All right, let me compare notes. Let's see. Well, first of all, you're wrong.
All right,
Definitely
yay.
wrong. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Easily the most difficult question that you've ever put that
Yeah.
anyone has ever had on the Peppercorn Casino.
I wanted a hard
I
one.
asked you about 200-year-old Irish weather.
I wanted a hard one, and I figured this one would be a hard one. You do have 2 of those choices correct. They are in the right order.
Which one?
Taker does have the second most pay-per-view main event at 109. And
Wow.
Triple H does have the most main events at 129.
Okay, so I kind of had a good feeling about them too.
Correct. So that was 1 try. You got the last 2 correct. Flair, Austin, Rock, Hogan, Michaels, that was all wrong.
Okay. Huh. Are you counting WWE pay-per-views or WCW pay-per-views as well?
All main events. Any main event.
Because Hogan only fought in main event.
Yeah, I was gonna say I went specifically for like more WWE coded because then it got a little hazy with independent bookings, and so
Right. Then let's say let's do Austin Flair, Rock, Michaels, Hogan.
Austin Flair, Rock,
Michaels, Hogan.
Michaels, Hogan. Wait, Austin Flair, Rock. I'm sorry, I forgot the Rock.
Yeah. Austin Flair, Rock, Michaels, Hogan.
Michaels, Hogan. All right, let me compare notes.
I think I put everybody in a new position.
You did put most people in a new position. You are wrong.
Okay.
You are correct with Hogan. Hogan has the 3rd most pay-per-views at 78. So Hogan is correct. Michaels is also correct. That placement is correct. He has the 4th most at 74. Austin is wrong. Flair is correct, though. Flair is the 2nd least main
Yeah, see,
eventer.
that's what I thought of because most of his career was not in the pay-per-view.
Correct. So Flair only had 56 main event.
All right. So that means that the order is going to be Rock, Flair, Austin, Michaels, Hogan, Taker, Hunter.
Correct. You got it. He
There
did a
we
logical
go.
deduction. He got there. Yeah, The Rock only had 50 pay-per-view main events. Flair had 56.
Because my thinking was that the entire time that he is working during the Attitude Era, they were doing 12 to 14 pay-per-views a year.
Correct.
And he was the main event of 2/3 of them.
Correct.
But so was Austin at the time. So,
yeah. I was gonna say, it's funny though, but when people think back to Austin, his career was not very long. Like,
well, no, his career on top was only like 3 years.
yeah, and it was pockmarked with injuries all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's just
that makes sense. Yeah.
Austin is actually tied with Flair with only 56, like which is strange. Michaels had 74, Hogan had 78, Taker had 109, Triple H had 129.
All right, well, since I tried on that last one, I screwed myself out of 5,000 peppercorns.
Exactly.
It was more important for me to be right than to win.
Correct.
That's how our relationship goes, folks.
Correct. So anybody who said more than 6, you are correct. There it is. Bada bing. 5,688 peppercorns are going to Carrison and York. York's getting some of his back. Give him back.
Good job, York. I'm happy you got somebody. I wanted to get that one for you because I already won the 16,000, so I'll give 5,000 back.
Oh, man. Like, we have one more aside of beef, and then we'll close out the stream, guys. We got one more aside of beef. Our final aside of beef, I was going through the clips, and this one made it because it was hilarious for reasons that you will find out right now. Let's do it. It's right here. And here's the good thing is like I give Carrison all the credit in the world for this because like look, we were fighting, we were mad at each other, we were not happy with each other in that moment in time. However, once the hot water heater broke, everything paused. Like there was no more fighting, no more arguments. I had literally earlier in the day, because Carrison, she had talked about one of my, what are you laughing about over there, Beef?
Your hot water heater blew up and it douched the anger away.
Yeah, it douched the anger away, it did. It douched the anger away, guys. At any point in the way. Like, you just gotta douche the anger out. Like, oh, there it is. Bada bing.
Give me a second here.
John, no pentiment. Fuck no, John. I stole Drewby's nugs. He's the one who did it. Like, I stole his nug this time around. Because we're going long and I gotta do errands. I gotta clean up the house. I got shit I gotta do.
All right, so now we get to the point where you give me my gift. So everybody, you didn't know this ahead of time, but Six has decided he's going to pay for Jackson Beast braces for me. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. You're wonderful. I expect the check in the mail coming up anytime now. Thank you. Thank you so much.
God, Lord. Well, Beef, what did you think about your birthday stream?
I greatly enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Like I said, it actually was a surprise because I only made a bad birthday graphic. I kind of knew that Six had something coming because Six is not mysterious at all. It is decently easy to read Six in real life. So when I was telling him my idea of, hey, I'm gonna do a bit where nobody thought of my birthday and nobody did anything, and I'm gonna make a graphic for it, and I'm gonna be shitty about it, and I'm gonna make a joke. And Six went, yeah, you should go ahead and do that. And then, maybe people will surprise you. It's like he's trying to be mysterious. Like, nope, I knew exactly then something's coming. Well, so it's like, oh, I'll just go with it and be happy.
The hilarious thing about that is when we had that conversation, I had nothing planned. So I really didn't. I slapped this together in the last 2 days. The half of it.
You know what? It sure looked like it.
Yeah. Half of it under the influence of the scriptures last night. But man, I made sure to awaken myself out of a Ben and Jerry's coma so I could just come in here and put some incriminating, embarrassing photos of Beef up on the overlay.
Well, it was a lot of fun today. I appreciate you going in and putting in the work. Imagine that. I greatly enjoyed everybody talking about me for a whole show. And next week we'll get back to talking about Six through the medium of me.
Yeah, for sure. Like I feel like I had to do something. I was like, we can't let the boy just burn out here. I was like, we gotta give him something for his birthday. Beef is a tremendous co-host, fantastic, the producer of the stream.
Yes, the producer. Hey, go ahead and put up that new graphic I made back up so we can end on that high note.
Well, shit, I already got rid of it.
See, you gotta stop deleting these.
No, I refuse. All right, hold on. I got it right over here. We'll do this.
Because John just joined us. I don't think he only came by to see if we play Pentiment.
Yeah, pretty much.
John, this was the graphic I made for my birthday, assuming Six had nothing ready for it.
Yeah, indeed. Like,
tell me y'all wouldn't enjoy coming to this birthday party with tobacco addict Erica right there, and sad meatloaf cake, and the Rat King celebrating with us.
John overslept. I don't blame you, John. I almost overslept through this too. While I was hosting it, like I was literally just a glaze came over me. Like,
well, I did have a lot of fun, guys. Thank you very much for dropping by and saying hi. I hope that all of your birthdays are better than mine, although this one is turning out to be the best one other than the one birthday that I've had previous to this that was good when I moved down to Florida on New Year's Day to be with my now wife and started my family. And that birthday that year, she brought me over to see some friends, and they threw me a surprise party, which I 100% knew was coming. But it was also a lot of fun, and it was good seeing all of my old friends again. By the way, Six did not attend.
Nope.
He was in Florida at the time. Didn't go. Nope. Just stayed away.
No. Mm-hmm.
He was more than 10 minutes away.
No.
So he stayed all the way away, because 10 minutes may as well be from here to Cairo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. I don't even remember this, to be honest with you. So
because you weren't there.
Yeah, I don't even remember hearing about it. So
because it is the one happy birthday that I've had previous to this one.
Correct.
And even though Mrs. Beef tries her ass off to make my birthdays good, the curse of the Beefday keeps coming. However, this one's got some promise because of you guys. So thank you very much. Karrison, I know it is your fault that Six got any of this stuff done, because he doesn't know how to do any of this, especially when he's high. So I guarantee you Karrison figured out how to put all the scans in and how to make the video work and got everything set up on the layout. So thank you very much again for the work that you put in.
Exactly.
And Six, thank you for saying things, I guess.
For saying things, that's right. By the way, Karrison, for tremendous producer. She's only one of the producers. She's not the producer, but...
No, she is a producer. I'm the producer.
Correct. Karrison, if you haven't followed Karrison, I'm sure all you guys are following Karrison, but go ahead and give Karrison a follow. She's going to get back on the Horse Star streaming again. She is the one doing all the machinations behind the scenes here to make this stream better. Like, guys,
you guys don't know how it works yet. I'm the producer, Karrison's a producer, and Six is the producer.
Oh, there was a joke that I said yesterday, but I've been told defaulted. I'm not allowed to say the joke on stream, so I can't. I wish I could, but it was a good one. Like,
what is it? The eye of Horus?
No.
Oh.
No. York, we appreciate all you guys for showing up for Beef's birthday, Bodacious birthday blowout. Couldn't have done it without you guys. It was fantastic. You guys are tremendous. Drakir, loved every montage on the screen. Thanks for showing up, Drakir. We love you here. John overslept, but he still showed up in the clutch. We love the fact that he showed up in the clutch. York stayed up just for this. York has probably not gone to fucking bed yet. Like, so, and we especially appreciate everyone that fucking showed up in York, most specifically York, for making a little trailer movie for Beef's Beefday. Wow, we love York here. Every single one of you, some more than others, but we do love every single one of you.
By the way, noted by his absence, Joey. Screw you, buddy.
No.
Joking, buddy. Thank you all for any thoughts that you put of me, and if you go back and watch the VOD, why? But thank you, and yeah, I do appreciate it, guys. You're all wonderful. I expect all of you back in this active next week.
Indeed. Kerrison, lol, 60s Meemaw science to scan them in. I did. Happy birthday, Beef. We protect you from the curse this year. I ain't protected it for shit. I want more on-air content. I want the curse to ravage his home.
No, I mean, there is a cold snap coming through, actually, as of tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. York, happy Beef Day, Cowman. That's right. That's your tag team partner. Drakir, happy birthday, Beef. Everybody showed up to show Beef love. I appreciate every single one of you guys that did. Like, huge fan. Like,
well, everybody, like we always say, thank you very little. You're welcome even less.
Correct.
Guys, I appreciate all of you. Clap, clap, bloop. And I think we're wrapping up here, so later, nerds.
Yeah, clap, clap, bloop. You guys take care. I will see you again on Tuesday. I'm coming back. We're doing an OTL. We're doing a relaxed OTL on Tuesday. NES games, all chat redeems. Every single game has been something redeemed by you guys. I've had it in the can for 2 weeks. I ran out of dispensary marijuana, so I'm going to come back to streaming. I can't get it stoned anymore, so I'll see.
Lies. He's not. He will take your subs, the whole 2 that you've given him for the birthday. So no, you're not. He will not be back on Tuesday. He's definitely not doing that. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yes. So tune in on Tuesday, OTL on Tuesday, 6 p.m. EST, unless I get off work early, and then I'll do it early. We'll find out. We're doing 5 games instead of 4, so.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy. All right, guys, that's it. Beef already did our outro. I'm not raiding anybody, so take care. Go fuck yourselves. We love all of you.